2-1-0. Look, captains.
Hey, shout out UTSA. Triangle of toughness.
And we welcome you to San Antonio, south side of San Antonio, the campus of Burbank High School. It's SAISD Sports Complex for tonight's Friday Night Lights game between the hosting team, this is the Sam Houston Hurricanes, and the Austin LBJ Jaguars coming into town here. Glenn Revel, I'm Bobby Mendez, Cesar Mendez, technical director, Isaiah Castro on the field with the camera action, and Reese Robinson with the main camera. So Glenn, another night, back-to-back nights here for some high school football for us. But tonight we've got a doozy, the LBJ Jaguars coming into the south side of San Antonio to face off against the Sam Houston Hurricanes. The Hurricanes coming off a pretty good season last year, made it to the playoffs and lost to a very good team in Piper. But things looking good for the Sam Houston Hurricane program.
Yeah, absolutely. LBJ making the trip down I-35, coming down here to play a little San Antonio football. Like you said, Bobby, Sam Houston making the playoffs, having a good run. LBJ is a team out of the Austin area that's been in the playoffs for the last couple of years, and 3 years ago played for the state championship. So the level of competition will be high tonight. Sam Houston took a step in the right direction last year, making the playoffs. They're hoping to get back there again this year, and this will be a great test for them to see a type of team that they will be seeing in the playoffs if they make it back.
Yeah, you know, we've had an opportunity here now covering the Sam Houston Hurricanes for a year before, as well as we now have games here at the sports complex. So always interesting to see the Sam Houston Hurricanes come out. The fans are great. It's just a great atmosphere here, and we're happy to be here tonight. Again, talking about some of the athletes for the Hurricanes, they lost heavy seniors last year. But, Coach, as we will see in just a little while on an interview that we had with Coach Williams of the Hurricanes, talking about his new core of seniors stepping up this season.
Yeah, Amir Calhoun was their guy last year. Their quarterback had almost 20 touchdowns through the air, 5 interceptions. He is gone, and it's going to be up to this next class of Sam Houston Hurricanes to kind of build on and carry forward the thing that the senior class before them started with that first playoff appearance that they've had in a while. So Coach seems super, super hopeful and super anxious about what was going on. He wants to see his guys compete tonight. He said, as you guys will hear him kind of talk about in the interview, he focused on the offense and the defensive line in the offseason and getting those guys bulked up, getting them bigger, getting them stronger, getting them faster, because that was an area that he felt like they got exposed in when they ran into Piper in the playoffs, Bobby.
Well, we're going to take a quick break here. We're in the Martinez and Associates pregame show, and when we come back, we'll hear the thoughts of Coach Williams of the Hurricanes. You're watching high school football on RC Audio Sports.
Ready! Set! Go!
It's a bad idea to run a foot race against these guys, just like it's a bad idea to go up against the billion-dollar auto insurance industry all alone.
Hire Martinez and Associates. With us, it's personal.
You're gonna see me shine, 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 shine. Walking on beams of light, 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 light. Oh, 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 oh.
Welcome back to the Martinez and Associates pregame show with head coach of the Sam Houston Hurricanes, Coach Williams. Thank you for taking some time to talk with us before the game tonight.
Yes, sir. Thank you guys for being here, man. It's an honor.
Love it. We love being here, Coach. Last year, let's talk a little bit about the run last year. You guys made the playoffs, and good things are happening here at Sam Houston. Talk a little bit about the progress.
Yes, sir, man. Very senior-led last year, 2024. Wanted to get into the playoffs and wanted to get Sam Houston back, get the wave back going, and they did just that.
Talk a little bit about the off-season and what the program looks like and what you're expecting of after, hopefully, which was a good off-season for you guys.
Off-season, we emphasize getting strong up front. I mean, when you go into the playoffs, you play a tough Piper team. We're getting whooped up front, so we definitely emphasize getting our O and D line stronger and bigger and faster.
Coach, tonight is a tough matchup against an Austin LBJ football team. What are some of the things that you're looking for to execute tonight?
Just wanted to get out here, man, tempo, have some fun, man, see my guys compete. We're looking to go win a ball game, though, for sure.
All right, Coach, one more thing. Talk about some of the guys that you're looking forward to stepping up this season.
Jeremiah Johnson. I love our young core, our young quarterback, a young O-line. But we're very senior-led again. You know, Tristan White will lead us. John Peoples will lead us. Javon Reese will lead us as well. They'll be our captains for tonight. Also Terrence Harper. And up front, right now, we just lost one of our seniors, Titus Massengale, for a few weeks, but he'll definitely be leading us on the sidelines.
All right, Coach, again, thank you very much for your time. Good luck this evening. We'll see you soon, I'm sure. That was Coach Williams of the Sam Houston Hurricanes. We'll be back with more of the Martinez and Associates pregame show.
Do you own property that begs for a solution? Tacho Tovar and GBH Real Estate Solutions is here for that. Any condition, any situation, any location. Cash payment. The experts at GBH Real Estate Solutions can handle foundation repair, total interior rough-ins, or any other property need. From start to finish, GBH Real Estate Solutions will be there to make sure the job is done right. Whether the solution is a ground-up project, total renovation, or modernization, Tacho will see it through. Call GBH Real Estate Solutions today, or visit their Facebook page to see many more examples of their fine work. Tacho is waiting to hear from you. Oh, and did we mention? Tacho buys houses.
We welcome you back here to San Antonio ISD Sports Complex. I'm Bobby Mendez alongside Glenn Revel. And Glenn, we just heard from Coach Williams of the Sam Houston Hurricanes talking about last season and their off season and getting ready and prepared for this very tough team, this Austin LBJ Jaguar football team.
Yeah, Austin LBJ is stacked. They have a 4-star wide receiver. Their current quarterback has 5 scholarship offers to play at the next level. He runs a 10.7 in the 100-meter dash. Running back number 1, Caleb Crenshaw, has offers from Washington State and local powerhouse UTSA. So there is talent all over the field for this Austin LBJ team. And Sam Houston has some athletes themselves, and those boys are going to be out there competing, covering, tackling, running with them as well. And then the defense, not to be understated for Austin LBJ as well. Free safety Yaheem Riley, one of the top defenders, not only in the San Antonio-Austin area, but also the state of Texas. Had 75 tackles, 4 interceptions, 2 kick return touchdowns, and 6 tackles for loss. Also, defensive end Caleb Dickey has 32 sacks, 256 tackles going into this game. He is 6'2", 215, running a 4.6, and then cornerback KJ Houston has 37 tackles, 3 interceptions, and is another guy with multiple offers. So lots of talent on the field, both sides of the ball, and we are going to see these two teams get after it early this season, Bobby, and it is going to be a good one.
Javon Reese, John Peoples, Tristan White, the captains for the Hurricanes, as the coin toss just happened there. We'll see if we can get who won the toss on that.
You see the Sam Houston captains, Bobby, wearing the 210 as an homage to San Antonio, something UTSA started doing this year. How UTSA does it is if you are number 0, you receive the most votes. If you're number 1, you receive the second most. And if you are number 2, you receive the third most from your teammates. and from your coaches that are part of the program. So cool to see Coach Jeff Traylor, former Texas high school football great. It's cool to see his influence kind of filtering down here in the city of San Antonio as he's putting UTSA on the map. And San Antonio's Texas high school football teams as well are starting to make a name for themselves statewide.
Certainly is. And I know, Glenn, you had an opportunity to talk to Coach Rawls of Austin LBJ. We're trying to get that video up here in just a little bit if we can't get it, but give us a little summary of that conversation between you and Coach Rawls before the game.
Yeah, I talked to Coach. This is the 50th year of Austin LBJ being in existence, and he's super proud of his football guys. He says they are true student athletes. Overall, as a team, they have a 3.0 cumulative GPA. They have study hall every single day. Him and his staff do grade checks every single day, and he emphasized to these boys that even though they're super talented and a lot of them have opportunities to play at the next level, football will come to an end for them, and he wants them to be ready for that day when it does happen. He talked a lot about how they're stacked with talent. They've made playoff runs the last 2 to 3 years. They've played for a state title. And the guys that are in his program now feel that weight and they feel that burden of it's like, hey, now it's our turn. It's time to carry on the tradition that those that came before us established. And it's just another year for them. And it's time for them to do what they've been training to do since they were little 7th and 8th graders playing middle school football in this system. So it was cool to talk to Coach. Super down-to-earth guy, been super successful, but it's awesome to see him put such a big emphasis on academics for his kids.
Well, it's going to be a very good ball game today. 2 teams coming in tonight, Friday night, lights just a few moments away. We are still in the Martinez and Associates pregame show, so make sure you keep it right here. We're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll be ready for kickoff here at South San Antonio's SAISD Sports Complex.
You're gonna see me shine, 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 shine. Walking on beams of light, 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 light. Oh, 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 oh.
When you're hit by a motor vehicle, there's nobody that tells you that there's most likely going to be $1 billion insurance company protecting the driver that just hit you. It's a mistake to play in traffic, just like it's a mistake to go against an auto insurance company all alone. When you get into a car crash, don't fight the $1 billion auto insurance companies alone. If you've been injured in a car crash, call Martinez and Associates today at 210-337-1111.
And we welcome you back here to SAISD Sports Complex here, where we're getting ready to have a great football game. It is the Sam Houston Hurricanes hosting the LBJ Jaguars. And LBJ won the toss, Glenn, and they elected to defer. So we will see the Sam Houston Hurricanes offensively first when they come out to start this ball game.
Yeah, I want to see how this Sam Houston offensive line starts it out, gets into it to see if they can establish that running game that Coach was talking about, see that hard work in the offseason that they put in pay off for him here, Bobby, and try to control. Obviously, with LBJ having as potent an offense as they can, a big key for Sam Houston tonight is going to be spending a lot of time with the football to keep it out of LBJ's hands and shorten this game, keep that clock running as much as possible, give LBJ as few opportunities as possible to hang on to that football.
And also, keep in mind, games obviously all around the city of San Antonio on our RC Audio Sports 1 channel. Haley Wilson, Coach Manny Campos, Robert Villafranca over at Harlandale Memorial Stadium. So if you want to switch back and forth, we won't be mad at you. But we appreciate the support here. But, yeah, switch on over when you get a chance, if you can. And they are Harlandale getting to get their first opportunity to play on the recently renovated Harlandale Memorial Stadium, new press box there, as well as new locker rooms. But here we are waiting for kickoff The house is shaking over here to our right side, as you can see on your screen. The Sam Houston Hurricanes ready to come through, and here they come. The Hurricanes. The storm is brewing here.
Yeah, Coach talked about riding the wave, right? Coach Williams talked about we had that momentum going last year, and we want to keep riding the wave that the Hurricanes have created for themselves. Carried that momentum through the offseason, through spring ball, through the 6 weeks of summer training, all in the heat, getting that 1 week off for 4th of July. And these boys have been grinding all year, Bobby, putting in the work, and now it's time for it to come to fruition.
Well, they're going to take a little break on the field. When we come back, we'll start. They're going to have the national anthem, and we'll come in with that. But that'll conclude the Martinez and Associates pregame show. So thanks. Keep it right here, and thanks for sticking with us. We'll be back in just a moment.
Get ready. Grab it, let's go. Go, Victor. Hold it, go.
Bad idea to run a foot race against these guys, just like it's a bad idea to go up against the billion-dollar auto insurance industry all alone.
Hire Martinez and Associates. With us, it's personal.
That was the national anthem played by the Sam Houston Marching Band. We'll get to see them a little bit more during halftime, as we will provide that footage for you and that audio for the halftime show. So, Glenn, what do you think is going to be the most important thing for the Sam Houston Hurricanes on their first possession here as they are set to receive?
Yeah, absolutely. Kind of like I talked about, right? Defensively, they need to be strong, get the LBJ offense off the field, and then for this Sam Houston offense, right, establishing them to themselves that, hey, we belong in this game with this team. We can move the ball. We trust ourselves. We trust our coaches. We trust our game plan. And it's going to take some patience, right? Like, things are maybe not going to go your way initially or throughout the 4 quarters that we're playing this football game, but they just have to stay true to the process, trust themselves and the work that they've put in, that things are going to eventually turn out the way they need them to.
And for the LBJ Jaguars defensively,
LBJ, they're going to just have to fly around here, be aggressive on defense, right? Trust the back end that Coach Rawl talked about to make plays. Probably going to see a lot of man coverage. They can trust them because they're good athletes, and that man coverage from LBJ is going to allow them to kind of heat up this Sam Houston offense with some blitzes, some stunts, and some good pass rushes. So we're about to find out how this is all going to go down, Bobby, as the LBJ kicker is about to put his foot into it.
Here we go, and we're off. Ball will land on the carpet, picked up. And here comes the Hurricanes outside the 20-yard line. Terrence Harper.
Hey, we're striking out here tonight now. It's already the kickoff. Boys are flying around out there. It looks like that was number 19, Tristan Zachary, the sophomore. Oh, no, excuse me. That was number 19, Caden Lewis, the sophomore running back from LBJ, making that hit. So we got some pads popping already, Bobby. It is going to be a spicy one out there.
The Hurricanes will take over on their own 20-yard line. They come out with a 3 wide receiver set, 2 running backs, or 1 back in the backfield. Their quarterback, number 15, Davion Franklin Ross. And LBJ's all over that, and a loss there. Loss of 2.
Swallowed up. That was number 33, Romeo Hernandez, the senior linebacker, getting in there to make that tackle in the backfield. Everybody's kind of feeling out these first couple plays here, seeing how things are going to look, things are going to play out. Looks like LBJ, Bobby, is coming out with a little three-man defensive line, and then you see the stand-up defensive end over there, number 4. So they're going to let these athletes kind of roll around a little bit.
Out of the shotgun, Ross throws over left, puts the ball in the air. It's a little short on that pass, is incomplete. Going to bring up a 3rd down now for the Hurricanes.
I like what Coach was doing right there. Coach Williams doing his thing, doing a little roll out there, right? Letting the quarterback get comfortable, kind of moving the pocket, giving him a little bit more time to throw, even though he's running. Dial in that pass a little bit, and that would have been a 1st down for the Sam Houston Hurricanes.
11:10 on the clock here. Sam Houston early facing a 3rd and long.
We're going to see if LBJ is going to heat him up and trust these DBs to cover on the backside, or if they're going to be a little more passive and play man. Oh, it looks like a lot of boys jumping up in there. Oh,
well, it looks like he might have gotten. And that's one of the things that Sam Houston is going to want to do. They're going to want to use every bit of advantage that they can, and being able to get the Jaguars to jump.
Yeah, you saw a little.
Actually, no.
Oh, looks like they called it on Sam Houston. It might have been one of the wide receivers. It looked like the offensive line was sitting in there. But, yeah, Bobby, to your point, right, using that kind of check with me, that hard count, let the defense show their hand a little bit, and then you see number 15, Ross, looking over, checking with Coach to see if he wants to make any adjustments on the play call.
So now 3rd and long, 3rd and 18 is what they have it. Ross out of the shotgun. Has a little bit of time. Now he's rolling out of the pocket, looking downfield, found a receiver. Pass is caught to DeMount Good.
Yeah, junior right there, one of the athletes on this Sam Houston squad. Bringing up that 4th and long here. Going to take a look at this Sam Houston team as they're punting. Number 0, Tristan White, also a senior, also listed as an athlete. So maybe a little trickeration possibility. Probably not right now with him so close to his own end zone, but always good to have some athletes out there. LBJ with a unique defense, Bobby. They got 3 of those defensive linemen kind of lining up in a very non-traditional format.
Well, early flags here. And it's kind of what we talked about yesterday, Glenn. You know, this being, week 1. You're going to see a lot of those little mistakes.
Yeah, absolutely right. Kind of getting the kinks worked out. First time under the lights for some of these guys. Been doing it in scrimmages, been doing it in practice. Haven't done it on a Friday at 7 p.m. yet. Especially like Coach talked about, right? Having to replace some of those older guys that left last year. Some younger guys getting some time out here on the field.
Yeah, Yaheem Riley set to return the kick. He'll catch it at the 36. Immediately brought down by Stephen McGowan.
Yeah, great coverage by him right there running down the field. Short punt, but limited the return. Looks like LBJ is going to get the ball on Sam Houston's 26-ish, Bobby. So they're 27-yard line, so they're already in an advantageous field position right here. Time to watch this vaunted LBJ Jaguars offense go to work and see what it's looking like.
Quarterback, Ollie Scott, you heard Coach or you heard Glenn talk about this athletic quarterback here, a leader for the Jaguars. Handoff goes immediately to Caleb Crenshaw, And he is still on his feet inside the 10, down inside the 5, right near the goal line at the 1-yard line. And just like that, Glenn, a 25-yard or 21-yard run for the Jaguars.
Yeah, great job by Caleb right there. Looks like Sam Houston had him bottled up in the backfield. They did a great job getting some penetration, and he was able to break a couple of those tackles. Hurry up offense here, Bobby. LBJ moving quick.
Scott out of the shotgun. Gives it over to Crenshaw. He gets in to the end zone, and just like that, with 2 plays, we knew coming into this ball game this was going to be an uphill battle for the Hurricanes. But when you got a team like Austin LBJ and they can score pretty quickly, granted they did get very good field position, Glenn, but they were able to punch it in.
Yeah, great field position for them. Something that Sam Houston is going to want to try to mitigate as this game continues, right? Field position going to be so big. The kicking game, the punting, making Austin LBJ drive the length of the field, not giving them any of that short stuff that they just got to kind of start the game here.
Justin Avalos to try for the extra point. The snap, the hold, the kick, it's good. And Austin LBJ on the scoreboard. They now have a 7-point lead here in the first quarter with 10-12 to go. You are watching high school football on RC Audio Sports. We'll be right back. We welcome you back here to San Antonio ISD Sports Complex. It was a quick drive here for the Jaguars as they went 2 plays, 1-yard touchdown by Caleb Crenshaw, an Ayala extra point, makes it 7-0, and just like that, 7-0.
Number 4 back here, Damon Good going to return the kick. Number 3 as well, Terrence Harper was back there.
Avalos gets his foot into the pigskin, another high one, and it's going to be fielded at the 10-yard line. And LBJ.
Ball's out. Oh, I think he was down, Bobby.
He might have been down, but nonetheless, Sam Houston came up with it.
That was number 23 on the return, LeBron Delane. Big shout out to LeBron wearing number 23 like LeBron James. We like the little shout out right there, the little homage being paid to him. Number 9, KJ Houston, the senior DB wide receiver for LBJ, running down on special teams. Would love to see Sam Houston eliminate some of those procedural penalties, Bobby. Get rid of those false starts. The check with me was looking good. Run game was stifled, but the pass game had some flashes of success as long as they can connect and actually catch that football. Getting a little bit of help here, a little bit of penalty. So Sam Houston moving up to their own 25-ish to start this drive.
Ross at quarterback. He's taken over for Amir, who graduated last year, and the run play there does not go anywhere. Brought down, that was Jeremiah Spears.
Yeah, great job by that defense right there. Getting some penetration. The backside defensive end, also number 4, Marquise Murray. He's kind of in that rover position, that stand-up defensive edge rusher as you see in these 3-4 defenses. So he's an athlete out there. They're going to have to start accounting for him, even on those zone reads.
Loss of 2 yards. Ross winding up, going deep along the sideline. He was looking for Damon Good, and the pass is incomplete.
Yeah, Ross showing off the arm strength there. So he's got that arm strength. I would overthrew his wide receiver a little bit. Looked like that ball was going to be out of bounds. So Ross probably kind of getting those little nervous jitters out of him. He's feeling confident in the arm strength, and now we want to see him kind of hone in that accuracy, as I'm sure Coach Williams does as well.
Mavion Franklin Ross, sophomore quarterback, as mentioned just a moment ago, taking over for Amir Calhoun, who was the quarterback who led the Hurricanes last year into the playoffs. Ross rolling, being chased down. Good athleticism there by Joshua Covington for the Jaguars.
Yeah, I saw that sprint out again. Coach Williams going back to that rollout, trying to make sure that Ross feels comfortable using that athletic ability. And also sometimes for those young quarterbacks, Bobby, when you roll out like that, it takes away the back half of the field. It gives them a little bit less to think about and kind of makes them a little more comfortable knowing they got 1 to 2 guys to look at instead of having to consider the whole field. So nice job by Coach right there, giving his young quarterback something to work with. Number 2, Yaheem Riley is the guy that has about 18 scholarship offers. He's normally their free safety. He's an athlete they're going to have to cover.
Tristan White, nice kick deep to the 40-yard line.
This is Lewis Hickman Jr. This is their 4-star, and you can see why.
60-yard punt return for a touchdown. And you talked about speed earlier.
This guy ran a 10-7 100-meter dash and runs a 4.4 in the 40, Bobby. So Lewis Hickman Jr., 5'8", 160. Even though he is small, he is extremely quick. You can see why he is a 4-star ranked recruit right there. When I was talking to Coach Rawls pregame, he said, "Hey, Coach, we got a track squad out here." He's like, "Just in case you need a 4x1 team, come see my guys," and they are showing us why.
Justin Avalos is set to try for the extra point. The kick is up, and it's right through the uprights. And, boy, just 3 minutes into this ball game, and the LBJ Jaguars are leading 14-0 after a return for 60 yards. You're watching high school football on RC Audio Sports. We welcome you back to SAISD Sports Complex. So we welcome a new sponsor, Glenn.
Yeah, we got Presidio Concrete joining the RC Audio Sports family. We're super happy to have them with us. They've been in business since 2021, owned by Hector Gonzalez and Dre Gutierrez, both lifelong residents of the South Side. And, Bobby, they have maybe the most important job in San Antonio. They are currently working on the new gorilla enclosure at the San Antonio Zoo. So if their concrete is strong enough to hold up to a pack of gorillas, it will definitely do the job for whatever you need them for. And I'm kind of excited to go check out those gorillas, and now I know to pay attention to the concrete.
Yeah, over at the San Antonio Zoo. Check that out. Here we go. The kick from LBJ goes into the end zone, a touchback, where the Hurricanes, they struggled a little bit here on their first 2 possessions just to kind of get out of their own territory.
Yeah, there was a flag on that kickoff. Looks like it might have been offsides on LBJ. They've got kind of a, if you watch, Bobby, they've got one of their inside covermen loops around behind the kicker as the kicker starts moving to give him a little bit of a different look for that return team. So he might have gotten to the line of scrimmage a little bit too soon, maybe before the football was kicked, but that's right, it was offside. So needless to say, good field position right here. Starting on their own 30 are the Sam Houston Hurricanes.
Hurricanes looking to get set here is Terrence Harper making his way to the opposite side, where there makes 2 receivers to the top of your screen, 1 to the bottom of the screen. Ross will hand it off.
Ball's out.
Ball's on the ground. The handoff never happened as Jeremiah Spears was unable to hang on to it. And a turnover here in very bad territory here for the Hurricanes.
Yeah, that was number 18, Tank Canday. What a great name for a defensive lineman. The junior, he is 5'10", 215, and he looks stout out there doing his thing. Great job. We talked about that zone read, that option. Tank did a great job just crashing down and kind of disrupting that handoff, that zone read look to force that fumble. Coach Williams talking to his quarterback, talking to his running back, telling them to keep their head up. Don't get brought down. Don't get distracted by these early struggles here.
That's what the non-district play is for here. Work out all the kinks. Man goes in motion for the Jaguars. Handoff up the middle. Good defensive effort there by the Hurricanes, led by Brian Gutierrez.
Yeah, the big junior tight end, defensive end. That is what Sam Houston is going to need all night. He did a great job. Brian did a great job of getting in there and holding up number 1, Caleb Crenshaw, letting his teammates come in and help with that gang tackle. So 2nd and 17 here, maybe, Bobby?
We'll call it 16.
All right, fair enough.
Lost 6 yards on that one. LBJ is set. They're ready to go. 3 receivers to the top of your screen. Handoff. Crenshaw gets a couple of yards, gets beyond the 25, down to the 22-yard line. So he'll get 3 yards on that carry. Good defense, again, effort by the Hurricanes.
That was John Peoples, the senior defensive back, getting in there. And then number 8 as well, Omerica Martinez. We like to see the DBs getting in on the run support, doing a great job. That is what they're going to need to see. Everybody's going to have to help in run support, and those DBs are going to have to be cautious not to let those wide receivers run behind them.
This time, rolling to the right side. Scott finds a receiver at the 7-yard line, and he just couldn't stay on his feet. Brought down right at the, we'll say, what is that, the 2-yard line? Maybe the 3.
Yeah, I think number 52 from Austin LBJ, DJ Bell, got away with a little bit of a hold right there. He was running that bootleg, trying to get out in front of his quarterback, and you definitely saw his arm extend and some jerseys start to pull.
19-yard gain there and a first down. 1st and goal now for the Jaguars. Trips to the near side. Quick pass, corner of the end zone. Good coverage as quarterback Ollie Scott looking to maybe see if his receiver was going to break away, but there's a late flag.
Yeah, Joshua Covington, number 5 for Austin LBJ, lost his cool. Number 23, or the coverage man for Sam Houston, was Celebrate, and number 5 just went ahead and just dumped him right on the ground. So that's going to be a personal foul for sure. And Josh could tell as soon as he did it, put his hands on his head, knew he had made a mistake. So crucial to keep your emotions in check and not let yourself get out of control, and that's going to be 15 yards against Austin LBJ to back them up. That pass play, Bobby, little bit probably wanted to make that more of a fade, right? Let him work a little bit more to the corner of the end zone. That time the ball was delivered a little bit too flat, a little bit behind him. So great coverage by LeBron over there. Excuse me, I'm getting my basketball players that are football players confused. Oh, offsetting penalty.
Oh, boy.
Okay, so there's probably might have been a little bit of John back and forth to go with that shove.
So that's going to bring up a 2nd down. The ball is now spotted. They call it 4, so we'll say on the 4-yard line. Crenshaw up the middle, making his way down to the 1, and he gets in as he really worked hard against that Houston Hurricane defense. But a 4-yard touchdown run for Caleb Crenshaw.
Offensive line was doing their thing that time, got bottled up, and those big bodies just kept on pushing. Defensive line from Sam Houston is starting to stiffen up a little bit. Kind of like Coach Williams talked about, wanted to see those guys get bigger, stronger, faster, and they're starting to bow up as this first quarter goes on. Maybe they're getting the feel of kind of what this scheme looks like, how these boys are operating up there. Number 24 for LBJ, that is Trey Small. The senior running back is going to be the long snapper on this extra point, Bobby.
Justin Avalos will try his 3rd extra point of the evening here. There's the snap, the hold, the kick. Oh!
It was blocked, but number 1 was offsides. That was John Peoples. He got a little early start there off the corner, but you like his effort.
So this will be interesting to see what Coach Rawls will call. They will move the ball half the distance to the goal line, so maybe he'll give them another shot to kick it, or maybe they want to punch it in.
Yeah, Bobby, and we heard Coach Williams talk about losing senior offense defensive lineman Titus Massingale, and you can kind of check him out down there on the sidelines. Got a little leg brace on. He's definitely wanting to be out there, but Coach said he would be back in 3 to 4 weeks, so that'll be some of these Hurricanes guy they're looking to get back on the offense defensive line.
All right, here's going to try it again. Avalos almost got it blocked by Peoples again, but this time Avalos will get it to go. He'll stay perfect for the night. 3 for 3 on extra points. 21-0 our score here at SAISD Sports Complex. You're watching high school football on RC Audio Sports.
Ready! Set! Go!
It's a bad idea to run a foot race against these guys, just like it's a bad idea to go up against the billion-dollar auto insurance industry all alone.
Hire Martinez and Associates. With us, it's personal.
It was a 5-play drive for the Jaguars as Caleb Crenshaw went into the end zone for a touchdown, his second touchdown of the evening. The extra point from Avalos was good, and the score now 21-0 here with the Austin LBJ Jaguars on top in this first quarter with 7 minutes remaining. Just not a great start here so far for the Hurricanes. A couple of miscues for the Hurricanes on offense, and just not able to move the football.
Yeah, that pretty much sums it up, Bobby. You did a great job. Oh, bounces up there.
And here comes, that's Harper, as he bobbled that just a bit, but able to get his hands around it and get up to about the 14-yard line.
Yeah, we got some extracurricular out here. Number 3, Trey Young Henderson was mixing it up with number 50, Darren Page, on that kickoff return, kickoff team. So flag came out. We will find out and see which way this one's going to go.
6:53 to go in this first quarter. So far, it's been Jaguars all night long. Hurricanes with a new quarterback in their not in the series, but again, a sophomore leading this quarterback. That's Maverian Ross.
Yeah, this is a heck of a welcome to Friday Night Lights for the young sophomore Ross out there. But this one will be a big learning experience for him. He'll get to chalk this one up to experience. It'll be something he does not forget. More good field position here, starting field position for the Hurricanes on their own 29-yard line.
The last series started on their own 30, but they had a fumble there. And let's see if the Houston Hurricanes can get something going on this drive here. Ross will hand it off. Oh, boy, what a good blitz there by the defense.
Yeah, that was Caleb Dickey. He's been making plays. He's been doing his thing out there in the linebacker defensive end position. You heard that hit all the way in the press box. Those boys are striking. Caleb Dickey, coach talked to us about him. He had 32 sacks and 71 TFLs the last 2 seasons. So he's one of those guys that's getting looked at. He's showing you why.
A loss of 2 yards on that run. Hurricanes now come with a 4 wide receiver set. Spears in the backfield with Ross. He'll get the handoff. No, nice pass. But unable to hang on to the football was Damon Good, and he took a hit, so he was going to try and one-hand that one. Yeah. Slow to get up.
That was a big hit. Good to see him get up. Did the full front flip. Number 4 right there, Damon Good, the junior. Would love to have seen him try to secure that catch with 2 hands. I think he had time to get 2 hands on that ball, Bobby.
I don't know. That's going to be tough when you got a defender coming right at you.
Yaheem Riley is lurking back there, Bobby. He's another guy that they talked about. He's the one that has Arizona State, Baylor, Houston, Texas Tech, Tulsa, North Texas, Abilene Christian, and Campbellsville scholarship offers. So he's out there doing his thing, and people are noticing.
Ross, back to pass, in the pocket, scrambles, goes upfield, gets across to the 31-yard line, trying to make something happen here, but it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Yeah, good job by Ross using his legs right there. I wanted him to kind of take off maybe a little bit sooner. He saw that he had the room. He did a good job with his feet picking up those 5 yards to bring up 4th and 8. Young quarterback starting to find his way out there, starting to trust himself a little bit. But overall, nice play by him, making the best out of the situation that he could.
Yaheem Riley And Trace Sylvan back to receive the punt. Low snap. It's a high punt. Yep, definitely high. Good hang time. Sylvain, he'll take it from the 35. Find some room on the sideline. Finally, knocked out of bounds by Jermaine Tibbs.
Yeah, the senior Jermaine Tibbs. Looks like he's also a long snapper, Bobby. So good job by him getting down there and covering that punt. But yeah, that was an amazing punt. Lots of height on there, which is crucial. Talked about this before, right? Ideally, you want that hang time on your punt to be 4 to 5 seconds, because that's about what your coverage team's 40-yard dash is. Let them get down the field right about the time that returner is catching the ball. So beautiful job by the punter. I believe that was number 0, Tristan White. He's been doing his thing back there. Got a little cramp possibly here. Number 27 coming off the field. He's been playing hard. It's week 1, Bobby, right? That's summer straight and conditioning. They've been working hard all summer, but it's a little bit different on a Friday once that heat and that humidity starts hitting.
Oh, yeah. Sometimes that heat and the humidity could be a little deceiving as well. But a timeout is taken, and this we'll keep it right here for right now. Get us a chance to catch up. It's been a game that's been all Austin LBJ, but Glenn, this is actually an opportunity here for the Sam Houston defense, because this is going to be the furthest back that the Austin LBJ offense has started from.
Yeah, absolutely. Looks like they're starting about right on their side of the 50, so the longest drive LBJ is going to have to put together all night. Like I said at the beginning of our broadcast, Bobby, key for Sam Houston, right, is making LBJ drive the length of the field, not giving them the short field on those turnovers, the short punts, etc. So they've done a good job, best job all night of getting LBJ backed up, and now they've got 50 yards of football field for LBJ to have to cover to get into the end zone.
Each time the Jaguars touch the football, they've been in the end zone. Caleb Crenshaw already has 2 touchdowns. Then we saw a punt return for 60 yards by Lewis Hickman Jr.
Yeah, dynamic on offense, dynamic on defense, dynamic on special teams. If you can score in all 3 phases of the game as a football team, head coaches, all the coaches love to see that. Usually means you found success in what you got going on.
All right, LBJ from midfield. Scott fakes a handoff, little pass, and it's completed over to Marquise Murray. Murray gets a few yards and gets into Hurricane territory right at the 46-yard line, so a 4-yard gain there.
Yeah, just a little halfback flood into the flat right there. Gave him a little fake, a little play action on the zone read and let him kind of leak out. Great job by number 0, Tristan White, coming over from his safety position, running downhill to limit that gain.
Jaguars back at it. Out of the shotgun, here comes the blitz. Good coverage. Pass was intended for Trace Sylvain.
Yeah, great job. That was number 1, John Peoples, and number 16, Antonio Canada, getting some pressure. So first time we've seen the LBJ quarterback start to get some pressure, start to get rattled back there. So that's good. Sam Houston putting a little bit of pressure on him, getting him uncomfortable. First third down, I believe, Bobby, that LBJ has had all evening.
My thoughts exactly. Just thinking that Sam Houston here trying to force a 4th down. Scott drops back. Looks for one-on-one coverage. Pass is caught by Trace Sylvain. And that was just athlete versus athlete there on that sideline route.
Yeah, absolutely. Not bad coverage by John Peoples, but he got sucked inside a little bit. And then Trace was able to run behind him towards the sideline to pick that ball up.
But how about that placement?
Yeah, nice ball by the quarterback there. Obviously, he's the district MVP. He's got a couple D1 offers himself, so he knows how to sling it, or spin it, as they say, Bobby.
34-yard pass completion from Ollie Scott to Sylvain. Crenshaw on the ground, gets hit once, gets hit twice, still on his feet. But way to stick with the play there for the Hurricanes. I believe that was number 27, Jermaine Tibbs, sticking on the tackle.
Yeah, nice job. Sam Houston defense doing a good job bottling those guys up. You can see even when Sam Houston bottles up that LBJ backfield, they are still slippery back there. So the defense doing a great job. Number one, John Peoples has been playing his tail off. He's been doing a great job supporting in the run and the pass defense.
Trips to the right side now here for the Jaguars. Ollie Scott out of the backfield, or at quarterback, and Caleb Crenshaw. Here comes an option. Fakes the pass, or the pitch, excuse me, as Ollie Scott kept it himself and got inside the 10-yard line for a 2-yard gain.
Antonio Canada, senior linebacker, great job. What you saw, Bobby, was 3 Sam Houston defenders on 2 Austin LBJ Jaguars. So that's a numbers advantage that you want to see. So great job by those guys defending the option. That's 2 dangerous players, 2 athletes with a chance to get the football. And they did a great job overloading to the option side and shutting it down. First option play we've seen from LBJ so far today, too.
They ran it to the near side, our near side. Now with 2 receivers, right side, 1 left side, 1-on-1 coverage down low. Ollie Scott looks left, now rolls right, has pressure, looking, keeping the ball, gets hit out of bounds. Oh boy, what a collision with the first down marker.
Hey, you got to be a better athlete than the inanimate object, and he absolutely is that, Bobby. Nice job by him. Great job by the Sam Houston defense. Pursuit, coverage. I saw number 4, Marquise Murray, get loose a little bit in the end zone, and I was a little worried he was going to find him. But that pressure was intense enough that they were able to force him out of bounds. So nice job by the pursuit.
So that now this brings up a 4th down, Glenn. First 4th down of the night for the Jaguars. Ollie Scott with a tight formation here. They give it to Crenshaw. Goes right. And is he in?
Short. Looks like he's short. Got him down on the 2, Bobby. Nice job by the defense stringing him out right there. So that is oh, okay. He didn't need to score. He just needed to get the first down.
So he did. He got the first down. He pickup of about, let's call it 9 yards. Another first down here. So 4 opportunities. Let's see if LBJ needs all of them. Trips to the right side from the right side hash. Ollie Scott gives it over to Crenshaw. Crenshaw does what he does best, up the middle and into the end zone for his 3rd touchdown of the evening.
There it was, the hat trick for Caleb Crenshaw. 5'9", 185. The Washington State Cougar, the possible UTSA Roadrunner. He had 18 touchdowns last season, Bobby, on the ground alone, and he's got 3 right now.
Well, we do have an athlete on the ground right now. We're going to take a quick break. You're watching high school football on RC Audio Sports. Welcome you back to action here, as it was just a 1-yard touchdown run by Caleb Crenshaw to get the score 27-0 right now. Justin Avalos is set to try the extra point. We're still in the first quarter here. 2 minutes and 16 seconds to go. The hold, the kick is low and to the left. And Avalos not able to stay perfect this evening. He's 3 of 4 on extra points. 27-0 our score here at SAISD Sports Complex. You're watching high school football on RC Audio Sports.
Once in a lifetime, we stand in the spotlight. The world waits on our next move. Got the keys to the kingdom, tasting the freedom. So what are we gonna do? Nothing
We welcome you back. SAISD High School football on RC Audio Sports. Glenn, it's been all LBJ this evening here.
They've been doing their thing, Bobby. They've been mixing it up. Running, passing, special teams, defense, fumbles, interceptions, all of it.
Punt returns.
Punt returns, thank you. Yes, I missed one. I appreciate you reminding me. Sam Houston doing their thing out here, though, Bobby. They're still the defense is swarming. The offense is trying to get into that rhythm. No sign of quit in the Hurricanes, which is Coach Williams what he wanted to see.
Little squib kick goes on the ground. Not picked up yet. Damon Good, he'll pick it up, and he'll lose some yards there. He'll be starting from the 11-yard line.
Yeah, that was a tough one. Sometimes, Bobby, they call those squib kicks a worm burner. I don't know if you've ever heard that before.
No, I have not.
Because it's got that weird little rotation, that spin on it, tears up the ground a little bit and makes it hard to handle that kick. As you saw, it kind of took a weird little bounce right in front of number 4, Damon Good. Damon Good, excuse me. Did a good job reeling that thing in, though. So, like we said, Bobby, Sam Houston starting on their 11-yard line here. Long field to go.
Maybe on Franklin Ross, side of the shotgun. He's asking for the ball. He's got a little bit of time. Now, pressure's coming, and he'll be brought down as he lost another couple of yards. He was looking downfield, but there was great coverage provided by the LBJ Jaguars.
Yeah, great job right there by the LBJ DBs. That was number 33, Caleb Dickey, getting himself another sack. That backside pursuit. Couple fresh jerseys coming in for LBJ here, Bobby. We got number 24, Trey Small, the senior linebacker, popping in at the outside linebacker position. Number 5, Joshua Covington, the sophomore linebacker. So starting to see some fresh legs, fresh jerseys.
Ross in the air, looking for his receiver Good again. He's determined to try and get that timing pattern right with Damon Good.
Yeah, he was close. I would have loved to have seen Damon just keep running, just run through the football is what they say. You just run right to the point where it's going to be and stick your hands out at the last second. You saw him kind of stick that one arm out again, thinking he was close enough, and it slows you up just a little bit when you extend your hands too soon. So you want to run to the point of contact, right, to where the football is going to be, and just pop those hands out at the last second.
2 receivers to the top of your screen. Quick pass out of the backfield. Trying to make something out of nothing is Spears. He gets just shy of the 15-yard line.
Yeah, had some blockers out there. Big body, big number 71. Jeremy Orozco, the center, the sophomore center. Almost all of the entirety of the LBJ Jaguar defense was there to make the tackle. So great pursuit being shown by both defenses today, LBJ and Sam Houston.
Yeah, good team defense, as like how you called that, the good pursuit there.
Looks like we got number 11, DeAndre Thomas, snapping right now to number 0. Tristan White's been putting out some good punts. He's standing in his own end zone. He's had lots of good hang time. That sky ball is what some teams call it. He's been doing a good job.
Yaheem Riley at the 35-yard line. And then Lewis Hickman Jr., dangerous man there to receive the punt at the 50-yard line. So,
yeah, athletes back there. Looks like Sam Houston going to let the first quarter expire and take it down Riverside before they punt this football to start the second quarter, Bobby.
All right, a whole new quarter when we come back. 27-0 our score here in the first quarter. You're watching SAISD High School football on RC Audio Sports.
You own property that begs for a solution? Tacho Tovar and GBH Real Estate Solutions is here for that. Any condition, any situation, any location. Cash payment. The experts at GBH Real Estate Solutions can handle foundation repair, total interior rough-ins, or any other property need. From start to finish, GBH Real Estate Solutions will be there to make sure the job is done right. Whether the solution is a ground-up project, total renovation, or modernization, Tacho will see it through. Call GBH Real Estate Solutions today. Or visit their Facebook page to see many more examples of their fine work. Tacho is waiting to hear from you. Oh, and did we mention? Tacho buys houses.
You're gonna see me shine, 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 shine. Walking on beams of light, 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 light.
We're back here to start the second quarter of play from SAISD Sports Complex. Glenn Revel, I'm Bobby Mendez. And the second quarter here, what a rough quarter it's been for the Sam Houston Hurricanes, trying to find out something that works here with this very great Austin LBJ football team.
Yeah, absolutely, Bobby. LBJ been overwhelming all three phases of the football here. Big punt coming, nice and high, just like we've been seeing.
Great hang time. That'll take a bounce. And
Fortuitous. Get on it. There you go. Hey, good way to eliminate the return is to go ahead and just down that thing yourself. So nice job by Sam Houston.
yeah, and that's one of the things that you were talking about, Glenn. One of the advantages of having a punter that can really put some hang time on there, get enough time for your special teams unit, your punting crew to get down there.
Yeah, I mean, that was probably about a 40, 50-yard punt. He was standing about halfway through his own end zone and got that thing out to about the 43-yard line. So decent punt right there. 40-yard punt, nothing to be ashamed of.
Last drive for the Jaguars. They scored starting from the 50. Now they're starting inside Hurricane territory, right at the Hurricane 48 to start the quarter. Ollie Scott out of the shotgun. Was about to send a man in motion before the whistles were blown. Delay a game penalty called against the Jaguars. Not very many penalties called against the Jaguars during this game.
Yeah, no, been pretty clean game for them. I think that that play clock starting after that punt might have been something they weren't ready for, hadn't been used to yet. So we got some people streaming the game.
You guys
in
watching?
the stands,
Look at that.
Bobby. We appreciate them. Hey, you're in the chat. We see you. We appreciate you as well.
Handoff up the middle. Good defensive stop there by the front defensive line. Oh, that's number 2, Javon Reese, defensive lineman.
Yeah, the senior D lineman getting in there, making a TFL. He got the streaming right now, my boy. We appreciate you. He got a good little flow going. Hey, we like a little Texas high school football, watching it live and catching the stream. That's what's up.
Well, they're got to tune in for the commentary here.
It is top,
Glenn
it
is
top
giving
tier.
it to you.
I feel like they put the AirPods in, they'll be living good, dude.
2 receivers left, one to the right here for Ollie Scott. Drops back, a little bit of pressure, rolling out of the pocket. Found a receiver sitting right at the 40-yard line. Well, not enough for a first down, but a big third down coming up here for the Hurricane defense.
Yeah, that was Trey Sylvain making that reception right there, bringing up 3rd and 7, Bobby, 3rd and 6. So behind the chains, LBJ is behind the chains. Sam Houston got a chance to hopefully force a 4th down and make Coach Rawls consider a little bit what he's got going on.
Ball spotted at the Hurricane 40.
Oh, we got this. Is that a Brandeis hat? Is that? Oh,
Burbank.
Burbank hat. Thank you. My apologies.
Whistles will blow. Another
flag.
yeah, I think it's another delay of the game here.
Look at that. 2 penalties on this drive in the same set of downs, Bobby. So they're still on that first set of downs from the punt.
2 penalties on this drive, 2 delay of games on the drive here.
So now, Bobby, 3rd and 11. Good position for this Sam Houston defense to be in right here. Going to defend the run and the pass.
We've seen great things happening from that front defensive line from the Hurricanes. Let's see if they can get another push here. Scott dropping back,
Flag
looking
again.
deep. One-on-one, beat his man. Is that number 17?
I think it was, but there's a flag down here, Bobby. I wonder if this is going to come back. It looks like the flag came out right before the snap or right at the snap, so that might negate the long touchdown pass.
I think it is. It looks like it's coming right back, and it's going to go another penalty against LBJ.
Wow. Replay third down, it looks like. Coach Rawls not too excited with what he's seeing over there. They've had just as many penalties as they've had actual plays on this drive, Bobby.
Trey Sylvain had a step on his defender. Ali Scott able to recognize that, but all that coming back. 3rd and 16. Can the Hurricanes make a stop? Trips to our near side, one receiver, left side. Scott
Screen
on
play.
the screen. Crenshaw got it across the 40. Down to the 35, not enough for a first down.
Got him short. Think we might be getting a block in the back here on LBJ, Bobby.
Another penalty.
Either going to be, it looks like we got one fan thinking it's holding. I'm thinking it might be a block in the back. We're going to find out.
LeBron Delane making the stop there. What a great call, though, by Coach Rawls' staff over there to offset that pressure that's coming in from that defensive line.
Yeah, and if you got athletes like they do, right, really advantageous to give them the screen call, put them in space, and then it really just turns into a kickoff return. They kind of get to see the field as if they were returning a kick, and it opens up a little bit for those athletes out there.
And they're bringing this one back. So the ball will be spotted at the 45. So again, 3rd down. 3rd down and about, we'll call it 12. That play clock is continuing to go here. And I think Austin LBJ wants to talk things over. So we'll let them get reset, and we'll take a break with them. You're watching SAISD High School Football on RC Audio Sports.
Get ready. Grab it, let's go. Go, Victor. Hold it, now.
And we welcome you back here to SISD Sports Complex. A series of penalties against the LBJ Jaguars, Glenn, and they had a couple of big plays that were brought right back, but to the benefit of the Hurricanes, they still have a chance here to maybe stop this potent LBJ offense.
Yeah, 3rd and 12. This is the third down of the drive, Bobby, so they're getting some reps in right here. Communication going on between quarterback Ali Scott and the slot wide receiver here, number 13.
Out of the shotgun. Here comes the pressure. Left side, one-on-one coverage. Pass incomplete. Oh boy, good coverage there by John Peoples.
Yeah, great job by John. He's been doing his thing tonight. He's been breaking up some passes, shutting down the run game, forcing LBJ to bring out the punt team, Bobby. First time we've seen him bring out the punter tonight. It looks
Yeah,
like
you're right. Absolutely right. This will be the first time that the Hurricanes have forced the Hurricanes to punt.
Mr. Do-It-All, Yaheem Riley, the free safety that has those 8 Division I offers that I talked about, is the punter.
Guess who's returning to punt?
Is it number 0?
The punter.
We got punter on punter action. I like this.
Another whistle here.
A little knuckleball.
Also back to receive for the Hurricanes in the backfield is Marquise Rice. Very rare shout out to the officials in the crowd.
Hey,
Getting some love.
we like it, though. Shout out SAISD. Shout out the Sam Houston fans showing love to the officials. We appreciate that.
White and Rice back to receive the punt. And guess what?
Another one?
Another one.
DJ Khaled, another one.
Another one.
I think that's 7. Does that sound right to you?
Sounds about right. I lost count after 4. Well, this one's actually going to go against the Hurricanes.
Oh, okay. That's 1.
Yeah.
I can
6 to
handle
1.
that. I can handle 1. Well, Bobby, week 1, 8 penalties on 1 drive. It'd be like that sometimes, my man.
9:50 to go here in this second quarter.
High snap. Ooh.
Low punt. That's going to drop. Take a Jaguar roll and go out of bounds. And as it's been all night long for the Hurricanes, not very good field position to start their offense, but they'll be starting from their own 15-yard line with 9:35 remaining in this first half.
Yeah, actually ended up being a great fortuitous roll for Austin LBJ right there. Ball's going to be on the 10, so doing the old inside the 20 routine. Not a bad move overall from the punter right there.
Well, let's see if Sam Houston can take that momentum and maybe even give their defense a break here by putting something on offense. Ollie looking deep. There it Pass is caught in the middle. Nice move. Another move. Great job there by Jeremiah Spears, who took the pass from Mavion Ross. And that's the biggest play of the night here for the Hurricanes.
Yeah, that was, man, they were on the 10. Now they're on the 43, Bobby. So what is that, 50-yard pass? Nice job.
Best field position of the night for the Hurricanes. They give it right back to Spears, and Spears gets across the 40.
Yeah, we're rolling. They're rolling now. Hurry up offense. Got the defense on their heels a little bit. Just keep rolling these plays off. Snapping the ball with 30 seconds left, so they're moving quick.
Ross fakes the handoff. Pass complete. Big hit. But still able to hang on to the football. Damon Good as the Hurricanes once again move the chains, Glenn.
Yeah, that was a nice little RPO, little play action pass. That time Damon hung on to it. Great catch by him. Secured the catch, got hit, ran over the middle. Good drive going right here for these boys.
Ross looks left. He's got a good block. Gets down to the 30-yard line.
Yeah, I think Ross probably had one main target he was looking at that time, and it looks like it got taken away from him, so he just started running, which is not a bad thing. And, Bobby, it could be good for Ross that the offense is moving quick. Less time for him to worry about things and just lets him operate right now.
He did get a good block picked up by Jeremiah Spears back there. Allowed him to not lose any yardage. Here comes the blitz. All of them.
Ball's
loose. Picked up at the 50.
That's Trey Small, number 3, coming to hawk him down.
And he does get him at the 13-yard line.
Terrence Harper, number 3, running him down. Thought he was going to be able to knock that thing loose, but
I think that was Trey Small picking it up.
yeah, that's correct. That's correct. Number 24, the senior linebacker for Austin LBJ. Tough break right there for Sam Houston. Had a good drive going, and you could kind of see, Bobby, as we were watching Franklin Ross run the ball a little bit early, a little bit loose, had it outside of his body. Want to see him tuck that thing in there. To his credit, he did get tackled by about 3 defensive linemen at one time.
Yes,
so
the house was coming.
Anybody's probably going to drop that football, but good for Sam Houston to see, hey, we can operate out here. We can move the ball on these guys. Now the defense is back. Looks like coach is going to take a little timeout.
Well, we talked about
Let him recuperate a little bit.
Yeah, Houston is taking that timeout, but we'll keep it right here. And, you know, we talked about the stop that the defense had for the the Hurricane defense making a big stop, forcing a punt for the first time. and we were looking at Houston to maybe make something happen. Then a couple big plays happening for the Hurricanes, moving the ball down the field. So just like you said, knowing that they can move the ball against this defense.
That was that big 50-ish yard pass play to the sophomore running back, Jeremiah Pitts-Spears. Did a great job making some moves. Quick into the pass game, getting a couple to number 4, Damon Good. So sophomore running back out there, sophomore quarterback for Sam Houston. Things are a little bit rugged right now, but as this season progresses and surely over as those guys become juniors and seniors, they'll go to becoming one of the strengths of this offense here.
And you know this, Glenn. You know, when you're putting together your non-district schedule, a lot of teams like to put some teams that are just far way better than your squad, because what you're going to want to do is use this as great experience going into the season.
Yeah, absolutely, getting those tough games in early. I think we might have a face mask here, Bobby, on that defensive play that we just saw. Strung that running back out, had him running around. But, yeah, right, always feels good to win games. Yep, looks like it is a face mask. But the good news is if you go into district with a loss or 2 on your record, it doesn't count against you, because as long as you perform in district and you're one of the top 4 teams, which last year Sam Houston was, you're into the playoffs doing your thing, and then it's gold ball season and anything can happen.
Yeah, and you talk about the LBJ Jaguars. I mentioned that they've got great talent and they're looking to play a team that has that experience, that has that tradition, and that's what you're trying to instill here at Sam Houston, and they've been doing that.
Yeah, absolutely.
1st and 7 here. Ali Scott decides to take it himself, and he was not going to be denied as he took a hit right at the 1-yard line, but I should say he delivered the hit. The defender took the hit.
He busted out that option play right there. And that time, Ali went ahead and held on to it, lowered the shoulder, did a little truck stick on the goal line. I believe that is his first touchdown of the game, Bobby.
That is his first touchdown of the game.
But he's been doing a good job distributing the football for sure.
Crenshaw has 3. Hickman has 1. Scott has the other.
And now, Ali Scott getting himself 1 as well. Almost forgot the long snapper. You need that guy to do an extra point if you didn't know.
Justin Avalos to try for the extra point. He's made 3 of 4.
Block. Oh, that was a high snap, but he did a good job getting it down.
Avalos will get that one to go. And now our score, 34-0 here in the second quarter, 7:49 to go. You're watching SAISD High School Football on RC Audio Sports.
Ready! Set! Go!
It's a bad idea to run a foot race against these guys, just like it's a bad idea to go up against the billion-dollar auto insurance industry all alone.
Hire Martinez and Associates. With us, it's personal.
You're gonna see me shine, 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 shine. Walking on beams of light, 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 light. Oh, oh, oh.
Welcome you back to SAISD Sports Complex here in the south side of San Antonio, the campus of Burbank High School. And Glenn, I remember last year before this building was up, we had a nice view of downtown, but now the construction is up here and they're stealing our view from the press box of our beautiful San Antonio skyline.
Hey, the school is looking good, though. Burbank High School getting some renovations is looking nice. Good little snag by the Sam Houston return team, making something happen here. Good job getting that ball out to about the 32-yard line. That might have been LeBron.
It was LeBron, and it was an over-the-shoulder catch to bring it up the field, and some pretty decent field position for the Hurricanes. as they take over with 7:42 to go here in this second quarter. Let's see if they can continue that momentum that they had on the last offensive drive before it resulted in a fumble.
Out here in the gun, trips to the right, little new formation.
Ross will hand it off, and waiting for the handoff there was Marquise Murray and the rest of the Jaguar pack.
Yeah, those boys wrapping them up out there, getting some penetration. Easy right now. Easy to beat Coach Williams and go away from the run game, right? Want to start airing it out to try to get yourself back in this one. But you got to keep the run game in play because it helps keep that defense honest, and it keeps them from letting those athletic defensive linemen pin their ears back and rush the passer. So helps out the offensive line, helps out your young quarterback to keep that ball going.
Looks like there was a penalty against the Jaguars, and they pick up 5 yards.
All right, 1st and 5 from about the 35, 36. That's a win right there. That's a win for these Sam Houston Hurricanes. We'll take it.
Ross chased out of the backfield. Here comes the defense. Yaheem Riley putting the pressure on, turning on the Jets and forcing Ross to go out of bounds.
Yeah, young quarterback would have liked. He was way outside of the pocket, so he could have thrown that one away. Learning curve in full effect right here for Ross at this quarterback position. Sophomore quarterback. Saw this last year too, Bobby. I think it was when we did the Highlands Owls game. They had a true freshman out there playing.
That's right, it was.
Kind of saw the same thing. So some young quarterbacks here in the SAISD football world.
The jet sweep. Again, very athletic defense there to prevent any kind of gain.
Good effort by Sarad Bethany, the junior, number 5. That was big number 33. We've been talking about him. Caleb Dickey, the defensive end, broke through there, missed the first tackle, and then came back and kind of cleaned up his own miss. So good second effort on the offensive side of the ball and on the defensive side of the ball for these guys.
Trips to our near side now. Here on this 3rd and long, 3rd and 14. Ross rolling to our near side. He just gets rid of the football, tosses it out of bounds, and maybe, I don't know, he was out of the pocket.
Yeah, hard to say. Sometimes you do need to get the foot, even if you're out of the pocket, you got to get the ball at least back to the line of scrimmage. So that might have been what it was. But I like that he's already showing us that progression and that growth, right? Just 2 plays away from each other. About 2 plays ago, ran out of bounds, took the loss. This play did a better job of trying to get rid of the football and save that yardage. So seeing growth here, even in game, proving to us that he's got the wherewithal and to make good decisions and learn from his mistakes on the fly.
The officials meeting to determine whether or not they're going to tack on that penalty. We'll take this time to tell you that we appreciate you joining us on this Friday night, spending your Friday night with us. And feel free to tell us on our chat where you're watching from. If you're watching from Austin, here in San Antonio, or anywhere around the world, love to tell you hello and thank you for watching.
Referees having a nice long discussion on what we got going on. Intentional grounding, that is correct, Bobby. Don't think that he ended up getting it back to the line of scrimmage. Speaking of grounding, Bobby, Presidio Concrete, if you want some quality ground, those are the guys to go see. They are independent contractor. Contact them for quotes. They are ready to submit quotes to general contractors for larger projects. Hit them up, 210-784-7222. They recently just completed Veterans Memorial Stadium in Judson ISD. They're doing gorilla enclosures. They're doing football fields. They can do your patio. I might need to build a little grill enclosure. You can hit. I'm going to hit them up. They might even punt the football. They could do it all, dude. So,
well, what a punt that was by White, and what a great control he had, because that was a high snap. He caught it with one hand and managed to get that kick off the ground.
Yeah, it does say athlete next to his position on the roster, so he's showing that athleticism to us today. I like that he's also punting and returning punts. I don't know if you remember, Bobby, back in the day when Wes Welker played for the Miami Dolphins. He once kicked off, returned a kickoff, punted, returned a punt, and kicked an extra point all in one game. So he's giving Tristan White out here giving Wes Welker vibes.
Definitely.
Wes Welker, Texas guy himself, went to Texas Tech, high school football as well.
We got Trix checking in here from here locally in San Antonio. We thank you for tuning in.
Trix, big shout out. We love your cereal. Appreciate you, brother.
Silly rabbit.
Trix are delicious, though. I haven't had them in a while, but I would love a bowl right now.
Twins to our near side. Keeping it on the ground. Ali Scott goes out of bounds, picking up the first down.
That was that zone read right there. Bobby pulled it and took it around the corner. Did a great job using his athleticism to pick up the first down and then some. Stop the clock momentarily here in the second quarter.
Ball is set.
Getting a play from the sideline here.
Plenty of time on the game clock. Ollie Scott being pressured, a little pump fake, dumps it off, pass incomplete. He was looking for Marquise Murray II.
Yeah, one of the few off-target passes we've seen from him today. Bobby, I was looking at these stats. You just mentioned Marquise Murray. He benches 300 pounds, which is ridiculous because he weighs 200 pounds. So next time y'all are in the gym pumping, put 300 pounds on the bar, hit it one time, and we'll call that doing the Marquise Murray.
That was once my warm-up. Incomplete pass.
That was when you were a Harlandale Indian, I imagine, doing your thing. Number 13, Lewis Hickman right there, the junior wide receiver. Couldn't quite reel that one in. Right on the sidelines. Ali Scott heated
What
that
was
one
yours,
up.
Glenn? You're a big guy.
Best ever all time. I don't like to brag. 365 for 8.
For 8. There you got a shot of Marquise there on your screen.
There's the guy. Look at that boy stout. That boy's sturdy. Looks like 300-pound bencher.
Pass is complete. Got it over to Lewis Hickman Jr. We just talked about him earlier. He's got some wheels.
Yeah, that was a great screenplay right there. He's a 4.4 guy in the 40. He runs a 10.7 in the 100-meter. He is on that 4x1 team with Trey Young Henderson, with Ali Scott, amongst others that are on the team. These boys got some wheels on them, and you're starting to see it as you give them the screenplays and let them utilize the open field to show their athleticism.
3:35 left to go in the second quarter.
Put your bench press in the chat. Let's see what we're working with out here. Tricks, if you're willing, slide it in there.
There goes a new man at running back. That's Christopher Coleman. Getting in some reps here.
A little bit of a loss of 2 there. Great job by that Sam Houston defense. Number 2, Javon Reese, senior D lineman. Looks like big number 90, Zamarion Franks, and number 50, Darren Page, holding it down on that D line for the Sam Houston Hurricanes. The bench is fired up now. You hear it. Press box got a little rattle.
Ross, pump fake.
Oh, he's
going
wide
deep. Wide open.
Oh, he tripped. He tripped, Bobby. I don't know if you saw that. Trey Sylvain, the turf monster, Trace knows it, too. He thought he'd be running into the end zone. But
Well, he caught it.
He did catch it. He did catch it. He did. Yeah, that was a little pump. That's like a little, some people call that the sluggo, the slant and go, the pump and go. They pump fake to the flat, and then you saw Trace just screaming down the sideline right there. Tricks, put your bench press in the chat. We want to know how much it is. If you don't bench press, make up a number you think's going to impress us.
Here comes Ross, left side. Check that, Scott. Excuse me.
Bobby bench press 300 once.
275 would be my max. I'll be honest.
The way that you're already just backing down from the 300, dude. 365 for 8 from yours truly, Mr. Glenn Revel, first team all-conference ASC left guard. Team captain, third team All-American. Division III, I don't know if it counts or not. 350.
All right, there it is.
Tricks, put a video in the chat, all right? That is, I don't know what's going on. That is wild. I need to get my weight up. I feel insignificant compared to you, so big shout out to Tricks. He's doing his thing.
Here we go, as after a Ollie Scott touchdown, the extra point is good. So Avalos, 41-0 our score here in this second quarter, 2:01 to go. You're watching SAISD High School football on RC Audio Sports. We'll be right back.
When you're hit by a motor vehicle, there's nobody that tells you that there's most likely going to be $1 billion insurance company protecting the driver that just hit you. It's a mistake to play in traffic, just like it's a mistake to go against an auto insurance company all alone. When you get into a car crash, don't fight the $1 billion auto insurance companies alone. If you've been injured in a car crash, call Martinez & Associates today at 210-337-1111.
We welcome you back here to SAISD Sports Complex. Ollie Scott got into the end zone. The extra point is good. And Austin LBJ extends their lead 41-0.
2 minutes left here in the second quarter, Bobby. 2 minutes left in the second quarter. I'm back. I was bench pressing.
Doing some push-ups.
I was trying to get my bench up to 350 like Tricks because I feel sad that my bench is poverty compared to that. Number 3 and 4 for Sam Houston, still returning these kicks. Ooh, that one's going to go out of bounds. That one went out of bounds. Sam Houston going to get the ball at about the 30-yard line unless they choose to make him re-kick. So, taking any advantage they can, taking anything they can get here. 2 minutes left, see if they can get something rolling, maybe sneak one in before halftime.
We already saw that LBJ getting in a couple of their guys that are on the 2-deep roster to get some quality playing time here in this second quarter. No matter what, right, Glenn? Anytime you get an opportunity to get those guys on the 2-deep roster and get some reps, that's going to be good, especially in the district that Austin LBJ is in and the type of run that they're looking to make in high school football.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Hey, nice run. Oh, we got a little flag down, but that was a nice little run right there by number 15, Franklin Ross. But yeah, Bobby, kind of like you said, right, always good to get your depth, some snaps early in the season because you are going to need those guys down the stretch, whether it's district play, whether it's in the playoffs, or even the next year as you have a really strong senior class, right? Always good to have those guys have a little bit of experience in PT behind them.
Well, there's a player down for Sam Houston. Let's take a quick little break and we'll be right back. You're watching SAISD High School Football on RC Audio Sports.
You own property that begs for a solution? Tacho Tovar and GBH Real Estate Solutions is here for that. Any condition, any situation, any location. Cash payment. The experts at GBH Real Estate Solutions can handle foundation repair, total interior rough-ins, or any other property need. From start to finish, GBH Real Estate Solutions will be there to make sure the job is done right. Whether the solution is a ground-up project, total renovation, or modernization, Tacho will see it through. Call GBH Real Estate Solutions today, or visit their Facebook page to see many more examples of their fine work. Tacho is waiting to hear from you. Oh, and did we mention? Tacho buys houses.
The On-Par Golf Academy at Mission Del Lago was designed and developed to offer not only the highest quality golf instruction in San Antonio, but so much more. With its experienced staff and its TrackMan indoor and outdoor training facility, On-Par Golf has the capability to meet all your golf improvement needs. From its junior golf programming to its entertainment and hosting services, OPG has got you covered. So if you're ready to take your golf game to the next level, come see us at
Back in action here. White now at quarterback. Tristan White coming in for Mavion Franklin Ross, who was getting attended to by the trainers.
Yeah, got a little bit nicked up on that last play. Tristan White punting, playing free safety, playing quarterback. Now we know why athlete is next to his name on the roster. Senior.
Punt returning.
Punt return, that's right. So a little bit more experience here. See how that plays out for him and the rest of the Sam Houston Hurricanes.
The option, he'll keep it, and he'll get brought down. And
might have got twisted up a little bit there, but he pops up, which was good.
Look like Jesse Hernandez, number 53. So second with that third down here. Man goes in motion. White fires, pass, incomplete. Looking for Damon Good.
Yeah, just off his fingertips, Bobby. Had the little slant route. Good found some chemistry, was finding some chemistry with Ross, and now the new quarterback's in there, so he's got to kind of reestablish that chemistry here. So, 4th and 10. Punt team coming out. Tristan going to stay in there and just kick this ball away to the LBJ Jaguars.
Make sure you keep it here for halftime. I don't think LBJ brought their band.
It does not look like it.
But good news is Sam Houston did, and Sam Houston, one of the top bands in this town. Always something to look forward to here at halftime.
Absolutely. Super entertaining, super talented musicians.
And they are going to, both teams going to the locker room for the end of the first half. Sam Houston trailing 41-0 here. So we're going to take a little break here. When we come back, we're going to see if Sam Houston band is going to take the field. Hopefully they do. Usually they're out on the sidelines by now. But if not, we got Glenn here to entertain us. But we'll take a quick break. We'll be right back. You're watching SAISD High School Football on RC Audio Sports.
see me shine, 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 walking on beams of light, 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 light.
So make some noise for the Hurricane. Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to help me welcome the 2024-2025 Sam Houston Twisters to the field. This evening, they will be dancing to a Johnny Kemp original, Just Got Paid. Y'all bring it up for the Sam Houston Twisters. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I promise I won't be before you long. Real quick. We want to send our love, our gratitude to our very own Mr. Bruce Adams. Tonight, Mr. Bruce Adams was honored by the Barry Manilow Music Award Association. This year, Mr. Adams' dedication and passion and hard work has truly paid off, inspiring both students and colleagues alike. He was awarded tonight at the Barry Manilow concert an endowment for not only his program, but for himself as well. So we want to send our energy to Mr. Adams on this evening. Now keep watching. You know that the best is yet to come. Like I say, the best is yet to come. And if y'all can't do anything else, meet me at them folks good on Walmart. Mind your business. Drink your water, wear lotion, and lastly, nobody likes an ass your head. Until the next time I see you, we're in and we're out.
We are at halftime here at SAISD Sports Complex. So we thank you for tuning in with us here. It's been a game for Austin LBJ here. They started early, Glenn, and they've really kept their foot on that gas pedal from the get-go. And Sam Houston didn't really help much. You know, some early mistakes and putting in some mistakes and putting Austin LBJ in some really good field position, and just Austin LBJ capitalizing on every opportunity that they had.
Yeah, absolutely. The first short field right for them to work with initially, and then interception, turnovers for them, giving them the short field, let them capitalize, which is something we talked about how Sam Houston would have loved to have them drive the drive the entirety of the field, right? But they ended up with that short field a couple times. So, yeah, LBJ been taking advantage of all the opportunities they've been getting, which is what they should and need to do, right? Quality football team that we would expect to see. Sam Houston rolling out the sophomore quarterback, the sophomore running back, having those growing pains. But overall, you've even seen some evolution and some advancement from those guys as the first quarter and the first half have progressed.
But again, hats off to the Sam Houston Hurricanes for scheduling a team like an Austin LBJ. Coming up next for them is Floresville. Those are not on the non-district schedule for them. Then they got Victoria West and then Kerrville-Tivy. So they've got a very tough non-district schedule, all for that to prepare them for Brackenridge and Edison, Lanier, Burbank, Jefferson, and Highland. So again, when you're putting this team together and you always want to play the best of the best. And right now, Austin LBJ, you talked about it. You did your research. You've done your homework. You're from the Austin area. You know that Austin LBJ has a well-put-together team.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's a rough non-district schedule regardless, right? Those are all team names that people will recognize from wherever they are from. But Sam Houston can definitely guarantee when they roll around to play in Brack right back here at the SAISD Sports Complex at the end of September, they will be ready and they will be battle-tested. Young quarterback will get that experience, that seasoning right as he needs to, and then as we're seeing, Tristan White can step in as well, the senior, the athlete, and he can go ahead and help out there too. So a killer preseason schedule for these Sam Houston Hurricanes, but Coach Williams obviously saw what he saw right in the playoffs, and he knows that's the caliber of
exactly.
team.
You're gonna make a run in this district, and you're gonna play for jump into those playoffs. These are the kind of teams that you're going to see. And guess what? You're going to see them in week number 1 when maybe you're not, or everyone's not at their best. So you can always remember that. You can always dig deep, knowing going through the season that these are the caliber teams that you've prepared against for. So hopefully when you do make those playoffs and you see a team like this again, you got the film all ready to go to say, hey, this is what we've been up against and this is what we can do.
Yeah, absolutely. And when you look at how the playoffs evolve, right, usually San Antonio teams, after they get out of the first round, the second round, they start heading up to the Austin area. They start playing those Central Texas teams, so they're going to play those Austin LBJs. They're going to play those Kerrville-Tivys from the Hill Country. So wise scheduling from Coach Williams. They're getting those teams that are up a little bit north of San Antonio, right? And usually the Austin-San Antonio teams play each other. The Houston and the Valley teams play each other, and then DFW does its thing against each other until you get to the quarters, the semis, the state championship, and then that's where you start to see Houston versus Dallas, Austin versus San Antonio, all those big cities start to mix it up and come together.
I actually watched that Piper game with Sam Houston, and it was a good game. Even though the score doesn't reflect how good that game was, I saw Sam Houston fight. I saw them compete against a very top-tier team. So coming into this season, yes, Coach lost a few seniors, but he's happy he's got some seniors that are stepping up this year. So there's a lot of things, even though, like I said, you're looking at this score. It's at halftime. Again, you got to look at the competition here, 41-0 at the score. But again, Austin LBJ, one of the top teams in this state. So what we're going to do, since we really don't have much of a halftime performance, and we usually like to showcase our bands, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we didn't get an opportunity to show that interview that we had with Glenn and Coach Rawls of LBJ. So we're going to take a quick break. Caesar's going to load it up, and we'll see that conversation. We'll be back in just a few moments.
You're gonna see me shine, 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 shine. Walking on beams of light, 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 light.
Glenn Revel here with RC Audio Sports, Martinez and Associates pregame show. I'm here with Coach Glenn Revel here with RC Audio Sports, Martinez and Associates pregame show. I'm here with Coach Rawls, Austin LBJ Jaguars coach. I'm an Austin guy myself, a 512 guy, so I'm always happy to have some of y'all down here in the 210. You guys have been around, school's been around 50 years now. Kids had an amazing offseason academically and athletically with that 3.0 GPA. Talk to me a little bit about how these guys are actually living the student-athlete life and a lot more than what people might perceive them to be.
One of our mottos is don't talk about it, be about it. And there are a lot of programs that basically they talk about student-athletes, but they don't put things into place, and that's one thing we've tried to do. We had great leadership over the last couple of years with our admins who've also basically supported us to be able to have multiple study halls during the week to make sure that we stay on top of them every day. We do grade checks every day. We make sure that those young men understand that after football, you're going to have to do something. And, you know, I played and coached with guys that going on and played the NFL, and all of them had to get a job when they got finished, no matter how much money they made. So we want to make sure these young men understand that it's all about life after football. So that's what we're preparing for.
Yeah, absolutely. I love that. I love that you have supportive admin. So crucial for an athletic department to be successful. Obviously, you guys have had some great success the past few seasons. Expectations are high. Tell me about how your kids on the field are feeling. Are they feeling that responsibility, kind of that weight, right, to carry on the things that have been done before them? And what does that look like for these kids this year?
We just understand it's tradition. You know, we've had great athletes, great teams. We have a great community. We've had people that come before us that have set the bar. And, you know, when we stepped onto this campus as a coaching staff, we said we want to continue to raise that bar. These athletes, when they step on the campus as a freshman, they understand basically what they're getting themselves into. And that's all about winning championships and gold ball season. And at the end of the season, you know, we want to be going for the gold, to hold up gold medals and gold trophies. So that's the standard. Nothing less is acceptable. So they all understand basically that's the bar.
I love that gold ball season. Absolutely, everyone's hopes and aspirations. Week one, Coach. I know you guys are stacked with talent that's known, maybe some talent that's unknown, some younger guys that are coming up. So tell me some guys, some names we're familiar with, and then also give me a few guys that you think are going to have a breakout season or a breakout game tonight.
Well, when you start talking about the Jags, you can't go without talking about our quarterback, Ali Scott. Terrific quarterback, athlete, leader. He's a guy that does it not only on the football field, but the basketball court and on the track. 700-meter guy. But what he does as far as being a leader in the locker room and basically off the field is what I'm most proud of this young man for. We got some other guys, Caleb Crenshaw, who's a junior. He's a young man that basically has multiple offers from some Power 5 schools. And he's a young man that basically anytime the ball is in his hand, anything can happen. We got some wide receivers. I can start naming them, but it's a long list. But, you know, I'll shoot out a couple. You got Javarlin Smith. You got Lewis Hickman Jr. You got Marquise Murray. You got Trey Young Henderson. You got guys like Jamari Wilson. I mean, if I keep going on, I put it like this. If we enter not only the football field but a track, we win a lot of relays. I can tell you that much with those guys because they all have speed and hands. We got a solid young offensive line. Headed by, we call him Big E. His name is Eric Matthews, Ethan Cortez. We got some guys like Braden Bueno, DJ. I mean, we got guys keep going on now defensively. I mean, we got some solid guys as well. Yaheem Riley, who has multiple Power 5, or say Power 4 now, right?
That's right.
Offers. He's a guy that basically can get it done playing almost any position. If we put him to kick, he can do that too. We got guys like Caleb Dickey, and if you're talking about the top defenders in the Austin area, you can't go much further than without talking about him. He has over 256 tackles in the last 2 years, and basically over 34 sacks, 70 tackles for losses. So we got some guys.
Yeah, y'all got some cats. I appreciate you shouting out the O-line. Former big body myself, so I always appreciate it when the head coach shows the big body some love. Coach Rawls, thank you so much. Once again, Glenn Revel, RC Audio Sports, Martinez and Associates pregame show. Coach Rawls, Austin, LBJ, appreciate y'all making the trip down to San Antonio. Good luck tonight, Coach.
Thank you.
That was Coach Rawls there. Again, we apologize that we did not have enough time to run that during the pregame show, but I thought it was a great, even if we'd run that in the pregame show, I think it would be great to revisit that conversation again, because here we are, we're talking about this LBJ team. I know here in San Antonio, we cover a lot of San Antonio schools, and again, we just talked about how Coach Williams put together a terrific non-district schedule to prepare his team for teams just like this.
Yeah, kind of like Coach said, right? He listed off a ton of guys, almost the whole roster. Quarterback Ali Scott, who we've seen today, last year was the district offensive MVP, had 2,300 yards passing, 26 touchdowns, only 6 interceptions. And then just in case he wasn't busy enough, he rushed for another 600 yards and 14 TDs. He has 5 Division I offers. Running back number 1, we've seen him, Caleb Crenshaw, over 1,200 yards, 18 touchdowns last year, 250 yards and 3 touchdowns receiving. Choosing between Washington State and UTSA. And then the wide receiver core is stacked. These boys are all running 4.5s, 4.3s, 4.4s. The slowest guy runs a 4.6. But that's Marquise Murray that's benching 300 pounds. So if you're benching 300, you can run a 1/10 of a second faster. I think you'll be okay, right? And then defensively, we've seen the free safety, Yaheem Riley, running around. He's the guy that has 7 Division I scholarship offers. He had 75 tackles last year, 4 interceptions, 2 of them returned for touchdowns, and 6 tackles for loss. The defensive end, number 33, Caleb Dickey, in the last 2 seasons, he's had 32 sacks, 146 tackles. He is 6'2", 215 pounds, running a 4.6, and they kind of play him in that stand-up edge rusher position. So he might transfer a little bit more to that outside linebacker as he moves on into the college football ranks. And then cornerback K.J. Houston had 37 tackles and 3 interceptions with multiple offers to play college football. So this Austin LBJ team is stacked. Coach talked about also Big E, number 50, Eric Matthews on the offensive line, giving his big body some love, which I said in the interview, and I'll say again, I always appreciate. So, yeah, man, it is just a bunch of athletes out there for this Austin LBJ team. And this young Sam Houston team has been doing their thing. John Peoples, the senior defensive back for Sam Houston, number 1, has not been scared one bit. He's been out there stopping the run. He's been playing tough in the pass coverage.
Tough assignments for these guys. And LeBron doing a good job.
Yeah, absolutely.
LeBron Delane doing a good job with coverage as well. He's batted down a few balls, but
the one spot we have seen Sam Houston have success is on these PATs, these kicks, right? They've been getting some pressure. They've been blocking a few, forcing the kicker to miss wide left, wide right, etc. So they've been doing a good job as far as that's concerned. Always good when you can take a little bit of something away, right? It's LBJ feeling confident, scoring seemingly at will, and then Sam Houston just pops in every once in a while and takes away an extra point from him, just to let them know, hey, we're still here, we're still hanging around, don't get too comfortable.
Yeah, I look for Sam Houston to make those mental error adjustments. You know, there's a few of them that happened early in the ball game. A few times, you know, they've put themselves in tough spots, not being able to move the football, but we saw a couple of series there where the offense did get to put a good drive together. I think I saw it was a 53-yard pass play.
Yeah, that was a huge – it kind of sparked that offense, right? Let them start putting that drive together. They started running the ball. They started throwing the ball deep, short, screens, in the flats, etc., letting them know that they can move this football.
And let's not forget, Glenn, when that drive occurred was the first time that Sam Houston defense was able to force the Jaguars to punt, and the response was good.
Yeah, that's right. They went ahead and had that, forced that 4-and-out, like penalty-laden drive by the Austin LBJ Jaguars. Had just as many penalties as they had plays, so some mental errors from them.
There was a lot of penalties. Probably, I've been doing this gig for quite some time. I would say probably the most consecutive penalties I've seen in a drive, but just again, those are things that you get to see in week 1.
Yeah, absolutely right. Trying to get everything straightened out with the score as it is. Coach Rawls might have been opening up the playbook a little bit, calling some things they hadn't been familiar running with. Some procedural penalties. We saw the check with me's that Sam Houston was doing, given the hard count to try to make LBJ show their hand. And then Coach Williams was able to get the play in. Saw those work well, right? Had a couple delay of games initially until Coach Williams and the quarterback got their timing down together. So lots of things that they have to kind of work out, right? Players with each other, coaches with the players, getting the signals in, doing all those things, making those adjustments while keeping track of the play clock as it stops on first down, doesn't stop on second and third, right? Got to figure out what's going on and get all those kinks ironed out.
Well, the athletes are coming back out of the locker room. Sam Houston is getting their stretch on, and the Jaguars are coming out of the locker room, getting their stretch to go. We'll take one last break. When we come back, it'll be time for the second half of football. You're watching SAISD High School football on RC Audio Sports.
Ready! Set! Go!
It's a bad idea to run a foot race against these guys, just like it's a bad idea to go up against the billion-dollar auto insurance industry all alone.
Hire Martinez and Associates. With us, it's personal.
Do you own property that begs for a solution? Tacho Tovar and GBH Real Estate Solutions is here for that. Any condition, any situation, any location. Cash payment. The experts at GBH Real Estate Solutions can handle foundation repair, total interior rough-ins, or any other property need. From start to finish, GBH Real Estate Solutions will be there to make sure the job is done right. Whether the solution is a ground-up project, total renovation, or modernization, Tacho will see it through. Call GBH Real Estate Solutions today, or visit their Facebook page to see many more examples of their fine work. Tacho is waiting to hear from you. Oh, and did we mention? Tacho buys houses.
Once in a lifetime, we stand in the spotlight. The world waits on our next move. Got the keys to the kingdom, tasting the freedom. So what are we gonna do? Nothing's gonna stop us. Nothing's gonna bring us down.
We're back here at SAISD Sports Complex. We're just getting ready to start the second half of play here. And Glenn, I think what's most important here for Sam Houston is to not focus on the scoreboard, but just focus on what you do in practice. Get first downs, pick up some yards on the run, make some completions. Just get those things to start building that foundation and start getting ready for district play.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Great point, Bobby. Right. Score is out of their control right now. Focusing on technique, focusing on scheme, right? You always hear coaches talk about alignment, assignment, technique, putting some good quality reps on film. So when they come back in tomorrow to watch this film or on Monday when they watch it, they've got some things that they can improve on. Right, and just doing whatever they were asked to do in the first half, in the first quarter, can they do it better in the second half now that they're going to have another chance to kind of go ahead and do their thing? So, no, great point by you as far as from a good coaching cue perspective.
I do get one of those a night, and
hey,
I'll take it.
You did a great job. Looks like we got some new return men back there. Number 11 is Tylak Harrell, and number 13, Lewis Hickman Jr. for the LBJ Jaguars. I see number 6 up there, Jamari Wilson, still doing his thing. Number 33 is one of the up-back men. So probably going to see some fresh bodies on both sides of the ball, but I would imagine for sure on that LBJ side as well.
Indeed. If you remember, the Jaguars won the toss, elected to defer to the second half, and here we go.
Tristan White with the kick.
Fielded at the 25-yard line. Trey Young Henderson finds room along the sideline and gets the Jaguars in really good field position.
Yeah, great return by him. He's the 10-4, 100-meter guy, 4-3 in the 40-yard dash. Put him back there, give him some open space, let him run around and use his athletic ability. Some good contact by the Sam Houston kickoff coverage team, though. I saw some boys lower in the shoulder. Looks like we got a little penalty here. Missed what the umpire said, but he pointed at Sam Houston. So more.
We had Isabella Tellez joining us on the chat on her night off.
Isabella, hard-working tech producer out there doing her thing. So
she's watching both RC Audio sports productions that are underway. Again, we've got Coach Robert Villafranca running the show over at Harlandale Memorial Stadium. You got Haley Wilson and Coach Manny Campos on that Harlandale Southwest game.
Looking to go to the air here, Bobby.
Ross trying to get it over. Check that. That was Ollie Scott trying to get it over to Trace Sylvain. And another penalty.
Yeah, might have been a little bit of some late block, late hit. Hard to see. Flag came out kind of late, but ended up around where the play finished. Line judge having a conference with the umpire here.
The officials, looks like they made their decision there, and it's going to be a penalty against the Jaguars. That's going to set them back right at midfield at the 50-yard line.
Looks like holding on LBJ. Still, goodness gracious, look at this. Second down and 25?
Yeah, let's say 25.
Just a little quarter of the field, no problem.
Ollie Scott still in at quarterback.
Talking to the wide receivers out here, talking to number 6, Jamari Wilson, giving him some hand signals.
Second down now from right in midfield. Low snap. Pockets collapsing, and Ollie Scott decided to run it up. Gets just past the line of scrimmage and just into Hurricane territory right at the 48-yard line.
Yeah, big defensive tackle, number 90, Zamarian Franks, the junior, getting that. He wanted that sack, Bobby.
Yeah, he did.
He's going to have to settle for a no gain on the tackle.
No gain. Just shy. Well, no gain, that's not a sack, right? It has to be a loss?
Technically not a sack, yeah. Just close, but no cigar. Barely able to get back to the line of scrimmage.
3rd and 25. Back at the 50. Scott drops back. Another screen play. They've ran to that one a couple of times. And Caleb Crenshaw breaks loose, finds the sidelines, and into the end zone. On a 50-yard play for the Jaguars. On a screen pass.
LBJ does a great job setting up that screen. I think it might have been number 8 from Sam Hughes. Number 9, maybe Michael Franklin had a shot at making that tackle. Caleb was able to make him miss, and then he was just off to the races, carving up and down the field. Good 50-yard score right there. New kicker in the game, Bobby. Number 54, it looks like, for LBJ.
Jaquan Williams.
Jaquan Williams got on the pink shoes. He got the kicking vibe. Number 9 is going to be the holder, KJ Houston, who we talked about a little bit at halftime. Looks like we might have had a little timeout. Gonna huddle up and talk about it.
Kicking before was Justin Avalos. Almost perfect this evening on extra points. He did miss one. But a timeout is taken. We'll keep it right here. You know, Glenn, we were talking earlier as we were sitting on the sideline waiting for coaches is, you know, it's been warm, but it's been hotter before. So this summer, not as brutal as last year.
Yeah, no doubt. I think last year was the year we had 90 days in a row, over 90 and
over 100,
45. Yeah, something ridiculous. And as we were down there getting the pregame interviews, we were sitting down there, and there was a little bit of breeze, a little bit of cloud cover. Flags are moving around in the end zone. Looks like he missed that kick wide to the left there, Bobby.
Jaquan Williams misses that one. So the extra point, no good. So 47-0 our score so far here in this second quarter. You're watching SAISD High School Football on RC Audio Sports. We'll be right back.
Bobby, speaking of temperature, it's a brisk 72 degrees in the press box, and I appreciate that. The Alamo Dome, home of UTSA Roadrunners, always 72 degrees, always perfect at kickoff, by the way, just in case you were wondering. Speaking of kickoffs, a little bit of a bobble on this one. Number 6, taking it back to sophomore running back. Oh, cuts up the field. Nice right there, getting that ball out to the 25. That was number 6, Jeremiah Pitts Spears, the sophomore running back. He had that long reception earlier.
It looks like there's a Hurricane athlete. A little slow to get up, but we'll take one more quick break, and we'll be right back for some second half action here.
Ready! Set! Go!
It's a bad idea to run a foot race against these guys, just like it's a bad idea to go up against the billion-dollar auto insurance industry all alone.
Hire Martinez and Associates. With us, it's personal.
See me shine, 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 shine. Walking on beams of light, 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 light.
Jeremiah Spears, coming off the field.
Looks like number 20, Zytrell Furlow has stepped in, the junior running back, taking his spot back there. So Zytrell going to get some action here in the third quarter. Starting off a little quarterback lead jet sweep. Big number 51 for Austin LBJ, Ramon Duran Valdez. From the defensive line position, making the tackle right there, Bobby. Got just under 8 minutes left in the third quarter.
Lexi Love checking in on the live chat. Says we love number 8. Assuming that's Omaria Martinez. And Trix loves LeBron.
Okay. Like Sam Houston LeBron or LeBron James LeBron?
I'm going to say Sam Houston LeBron.
Maybe both.
It's hard. Oh, that's a different story. On the
Trix could be a Kobe guy. You know? He might be a Kobe stan. Here we go.
White drops back, lets it fly. Looking for. He was looking for Damon Good.
Airing it out. Hey, Sam Houston not afraid to put the ball downfield. Looks like we got a little bit of calf cramp action here week 1. Big shout out to number 3, Terrence Harper, helping out his quarterback, getting that little stretch going. Terrence might be a little student athletic trainer in the offseason, showing some knowledge on the old physiology side.
Well, you brought up a good point yesterday in yesterday's game, because I believe even Caesar mentioning to me in last night's game here at the sports complex, Edison and I believe Pearsall, lots of cramps in that game as well. In our game against the McCullum Cowboys and the South San Bobcats last night, plenty of cramps happening in that game as well.
Yeah, absolutely, right. Intensity is higher when it's a Friday night versus your training. Adrenaline is flowing, right? A lot of times that adrenaline has a lot to do with the muscles, the hydration, how much energy you're using. So as all those things kind of start to factor in, and it's their first really big outlet and really big push of the season, you see those cramps start to pop up.
That was Tristan White, who is as a backup quarterback coming off the field. And now coming into the ball game is Brian Gutierrez. We'll see if he'll.
Number 13, the junior normally plays. Oh, no. Looks okay.
All right, he's in as a.
We got maybe a little wildcat formation here.
Zytrell Furlow, is he taking
He looks
the snaps?
like he is, and then 18, Stephen McGowan is back there as well. Little false start. False start on the offense.
Just from the get-go, timing just not right.
New snap count, new cadence, right? Quarterbacks all sound different. It's how they call the cadence. Trying to figure out what the snap count is, what's going on.
Amir Calhoun checked into the chat as well. He's watching his alma mater here.
Hey, that boy Amir, we were just reading his stats, I believe, not long ago. Let me see if I can. You know what? Maybe I lost him.
Well,
I feel like Amir had 19 touchdown passes. Does that sound right?
I got you, Glenn.
Amir, let's go, my guy. 19 touchdown passes, 1,711 yards, and just 5 interceptions. So decent by our
he's
boy.
Correcting us. 22.
22. Is that including rushing, Amir, or how many passing, how many rushing? I don't want to be slandering your name out here on the internet. You know what I'm saying? By God, we got to get you credit for what you're good for. But shout out to Amir, dude, checking in. Appreciate you. Friday Night Lights coming back to look at the boys, look at the homies. Hopefully you are doing well wherever you are. All right, we're rolling back out here. We got 18 in the backfield. That is, in fact, Stephen McGowan. And then also number 4 is back there now. So that's going to be Damon Good. He'd been playing wide receiver. Now he's going to play a little quarterback. He's got athlete written by his name on the roster as well. So lots of versatility here from these Sam Houston Hurricanes.
3rd and 25. Let's see what the Hurricanes can put together.
Give it to him. Ooh, good move.
Good. Trying to get away. He'll be brought down. and he'll lose a few yards.
Showed some elusiveness back there, but there were just a lot of LBJ Jaguars hustling around. Number 4, Damon Good.
4th down now, so the punting unit coming on. Now remember, Tristan White came off the field just a moment ago, and he was the punter as well.
Looks like he's going back out there, though. See how these hammies hold up for this punt now. Oh, my gosh, excuse me. Little hiccup snuck up on me there. My goodness. Hey, this water at the SAA. They have world-famous nachos here, Bobby.
That's what I hear.
I have not tried them, but I need to because I like a little nacho. I put a little cheese on there.
Well, this is a home for RC Audio Sports, so we'll be back covering many SAISD games here. In fact, all SAISD games that happen here at the sports complex will be on our RC Audio Sports 2 channel.
The dose.
So in case you haven't subscribed yet, we encourage you to do so. Little bobbled on the punt return. Hickman Jr., but he can afford to do that because he's fast.
He is.
And he is along the sidelines. One man to beat. He's going to get into the end zone, but they're going to throw a flag.
Yeah, I think we got a block in the back by number 18, Trey Sylvain. Big block on the sidelines. There was one flag on the sideline and then one as he ran into the end zone, so we'll kind of see what it's looking like. Referees getting together, having a little discussion time.
You know, we're talking about the athleticism of the Jaguars, and you know, he bobbled that punt return, and again, just able to recoup real quickly and just use his speed to get across the field, find some space on the sideline. But we're gonna have to see what that call is. It's coming back definitely. It is against the Jaguars, so that will nullify the touchdown.
Yeah, shades of Deshaun Jackson back in the day, right? That punt where he dropped it, and sometimes that bobble throws off the coverage team, opens up some lanes that weren't there before, and returners can take advantage of them. I believe that punt return by Deshaun Jackson was against the New York Giants, Bobby. And I think it was to get the Philadelphia Eagles into the playoffs and knock the Giants out of playoff contention. I actually also believe that play got the New York Giants punter cut. I believe it was a guy named Matt Dodge, and he was not supposed to kick it to Deshaun Jackson, and he did, and that happened, and then Matt Dodge was cut from the team. So if you guys have any other obscure information that you want to know about punters in the NFL, specifically with the New York Giants, let me know, and I will do my best to comb the old memory banks to find out what it is. All right.
Settled, and the touchdown nullified.
Tristan.
Jaguars take over.
Tristan playing safety. He's back, baby. Went from punting to playing safety.
Jaguars keeping it on the ground.
Good defense right there. That was number 2. Javon Reese, the senior D lineman, coming in from that backside defensive end position.
Christopher Coleman on the carry.
Great stop right there. 2nd and 10. Good work by that D-line, still rushing hard out there. Number 50's been out there. Darren Page doing his thing as well. Our boy LeBron lined up down here closest to our side of the field. Ready to go, locked in on number 17, Trace.
And there he goes,
Hey.
Straight to Trey Sylvain.
Nice coverage by LeBron right there. Good job cooking down on that thing. Got another little cramp happening back here. Big number 52 for LBJ, but he's back up. That is
He'll have to come out for one play. I don't think he wants to.
DJ Bell. He's like, nah, I'm good, sir. That's all right. Get out of there, young man. Bringing in number 70, Keandre Yarborough. Shout out to Keandre. He got a red glove on and a black glove on. He got a little drip at the right tackle position.
Third down and 3 now for the Jaguars. We're in the third quarter. 3:03 to go. Ollie Scott out of the shotgun. Going deep. Too deep. Just a little bit too much. A diving effort for the receiver.
Yeah, I did not think he was going to get that close when I saw that ball get loose. But he went ahead. That was, I think, was that number 6? Yeah. That's Jamari Wilson. He ran that thing down and showed some speed. Ended up almost making a play on that ball right there. That was in the coverage. That was DeAndre Thomas, number 11, from Sam Houston. False start. We're going to back them up 5. That's going to bring up about 4th and
I think they
8.
wanted that play one more time.
Just go ahead and run it again.
That's going to move them back 5 yards. Again, as we were mentioning earlier, every SAISD game played here at the Sports Complex, you'll have us, RC Audio Sports, calling the game. Ollie Scott gets it over to Sylvain. Sylvain, he gets tied up by LeBron, the lane.
Yeah, great job right there. Set up that little screen play. Brought in Christopher Coleman at the running back position, who we haven't seen yet, but great job by LeBron wrangling him up before his escort of LBJ blockers could get there to secure that tackle. So nice work by the Sam Houston defense on 4th down, forcing a turnover, giving themselves some good field position right here, right at about the 43-yard line, it looks like.
Tristan White back in at quarterback. One man in the backfield with White. Play out of the backfield. Bringing it around the other way. Zytrell Furlow. He'll lose maybe a couple of yards, but he had really nowhere to go on the other side. No choice but to come this direction.
Yeah, Karan Lewis, number 21, DB, chasing him down. Did a great job of fending off big number 33, Caleb Dickey, running into that 6'3", 215-pound defensive end is not where you want to find yourself on the end of that pass. So he did a great job of reversing field and trying to make something happen.
On the ground, great handoff. Furlow gets a first down. A big chunk there for the Hurricanes. Move the chains.
Yeah, beautiful run right there by number 20, Zytrell Furlow. Did a great job pressing play side. That thing opened up for him, and he outran the backside defensive end and just made that good run happen right there. Longest run of the day, possibly.
3 seconds left, 2 seconds, 1 second. That's going to do it for the third quarter. The Hurricanes going to look to try to finish this drive in the fourth quarter. Hopefully they could get into the end zone. You're watching SAISD High School football on RC Audio Sports.
When you're hit by a motor vehicle, there's nobody that tells you that there's most likely going to be a billion-dollar insurance company protecting the driver that just hit you. It's a mistake to play in traffic, just like it's a mistake to go against an auto insurance company all alone. When you get into a car crash, don't fight the billion-dollar auto insurance companies alone. If you've been injured in a car crash, call Martinez & Associates today at 210-337-1111.
And it's fourth quarter. They flipped the field here. Now we'll see the Sam Houston Hurricanes moving from left to right across your monitor. Keeping it on the ground. Furlow gets right to the line of scrimmage.
Hey, important to point out right here, number 20, Zytrell Furlow, wearing the Jordan dunks, wearing the low cut dunk cleats. Got a little swagger about him. I respect it. I like it. Number 6 is back. Jeremiah Pitts-Spears is back. Came out a little bit earlier, got a little knocked around, got a little roughed up, but he's back and ready to rock. I think they just moved Zytrell right out to wide receiver. Let him keep doing his thing.
Houston on the ground, up the middle. First down and some for Jeremiah Pitts-Spears.
Yeah, great job right there. Big number 77, Teron Outing, the sophomore, big body, doing a great job pulling around out there. Some good downfield blocking. Sam Houston putting a little drive together right here in the fourth quarter, showing some resiliency. Number 51 is in at left tackle. That's Andrew Mathis, the senior. Getting some PT here in week 1.
Spears again on the carry.
I see number 19 out there, Treston Zachary. Haven't seen Treston yet tonight, sophomore. Big number 68, Javion Thomas at right guard. Number 71, Jeremy Orozco at the center position. And then big number 73, Jeremiah Stevenson holding down the left guard spot for the Sam Houston Hurricanes.
White drops back, finds Damon Good, but broken up. Good play there by Hickman Jr.
Yeah, Damon having a tough night. He's been in position. He's had the ball close to him. And these LBJ DBs are just playing great tonight. Damon played a little quarterback earlier today as well, so he's been out there running routes. He's been throwing routes. I think he's returned a couple kicks as well. Same thing with number 3 for Sam Houston, Terrence Harper in the slot currently up at the top of the screen.
White looking right, looking for Good again, but a flag on the play.
Yeah, a little bit early right there by number 13 on that.
That was a third down play, Glenn, so that's going to, if it would appear to be a pass interference, that will give the Hurricanes a new set of fresh downs.
That would be fortuitous. They know they got something going with Damon over there because they keep giving him the rock, giving him chances, and he's getting close to coming up with them. That one was not his fault. Little pass interference got over the back early on him. So, yeah, you're right, Bobby. First down from the 19. It looks like, excuse me, yeah, from the 19 here. Into the red zone for the Sam Houston Hurricanes. Might be the first time they've been in the red zone all evening against this LBJ Jaguars defense.
Tristan White will keep it. Left side, has some room, gets tied up by the ankles inside the 20. Down to the 19.
Yeah, that was a good little play call right there by Coach Williams. Little GT counter, pulled the backside guard, pulled the backside tackle. Let him keep the ball, try to utilize his athleticism a little bit. Hey, my boy Trick said LeBron 100%. 100 with the emoji. Shout out Tricks, making it happen out here.
Second down and 10 from in Jaguar territory at the 19. 8:11 to go in the ball game. White, right corner to Good. A lot of contact there, but pass is incomplete.
Yeah, that one was, I think he was going to be out of bounds regardless, even if he was not allegedly interfered with. Tried to throw the fade ball to him, led him a little too far. Want a little bit more, right? Like towards, like, when I say downfield, I mean towards the back corner of the end zone, not so much out of bounds, as you could imagine. But Tristan White, not normally playing quarterback out here, doing a good job getting called upon, doing the best that he can in this situation.
White again, rolling, still looking. Pass is caught in the end zone. Good gets in for a touchdown. And boy, you could feel that frustration.
Yeah.
And that excitement.
Got it to him on that one, baby. Third time the charm. Getting good, the football. First passing touchdown of the year for the senior athlete. Quarterback, wide receiver, punter, Tristan White. I think we're going to get a taunting call on number 4 there after he caught that football. Might be offsetting penalties, it looks like. So, kicking teams coming out.
I believe White might be the kicker for the extra point here.
I think you're right, Bobby. Now that he's done throwing touchdowns, he's just going to go ahead and kick that extra point real quick. Go ahead and get this thing going.
Jeremiah Pitts Spears the hold.
Cheerleaders getting it hype, baby.
Jeremy Orozco, the snapper. White will put it through. And the Hurricanes are on the board. 7:03 to go. Oh, did it go through? I need to visit my eye doctor. 6:50 to go in this ball game. We'll keep it right here.
It's kind of hard to see down there, to be fair. A little bit of glare on the old broadcasting booth window. A little bit of darkness down there.
You know, Glenn, we do every game pick a player of the game.
Oh, yeah.
It is brought to you by Martinez and Associates. Desi Martinez, a personal injury attorney here in San Antonio. He has been our biggest supporter from the inception of RC Audio Sports. So we thank him. And we will pick a player of the game, an offensive and defensive player of the game. So that will come definitely from Austin LBJ. So we'll have that conversation here in the next few minutes.
Absolutely. You know, Desi, true sportsman, you know?
Desi,
he's got a lot of interest. He's making sports happen in the San Antonio area in a lot of different venues, so that's cool. We like that. We appreciate that.
He's definitely a man for the community here in San Antonio.
I'm going to go early choice for offensive player of the year. Offensive player of the year, player of the game. Someone that's been impressing me is Mr. Caleb Crenshaw from the LBJ Jaguars.
Multiple touchdowns that lost count after 4.
I think he's got a few of those bad boys.
Mm-hmm.
I think Ollie Scott, unsung hero of the game, been distributing the ball, been calling the offense, got a touchdown of his own. Good quarterback-esque right there. Doesn't need to take the credit, right? Distribute the ball to his teammates. Special teams / defense. We got the free safety. Little kickoff going to number 13. Getting ready to set up this move here. There's the cutback. LeBron with the tackle.
Boy, you say that one because you know how dangerous Lewis Hickman Jr. is when he has the football.
Nice job, LeBron. Stuck his head in there. Yeah, that would have been, if LeBron did not make that tackle, it would have been nothing but green grass and opportunity for number 13, Lewis Hickman Jr. Who else am I thinking about? I think Yaheem Riley's had a pretty decent game.
Mm-hmm.
Return to punt, I think that was him. He's been punting. Had an interception, I believe. Lots of choices out here. Looks like we got maybe a new quarterback, number 12. That is Jalen House. Is that correct? That looks like it's correct.
That's
coming in. A couple minutes left. Slinging the rock, doing his thing. That is Jalen. Number 22 is in as well. Trace Lamar playing a little running back.
Well, timeout is taken. We'll take that break with them. You're watching SAISD High School Football on RC Audio Sports.
Ready! Set! Go!
It's a bad idea to run a foot race against these guys, just like it's a bad idea to go up against the billion-dollar auto insurance industry all alone.
Hire Martinez and Associates. With us, it's personal.
Jaguars are set after that timeout.
New quarterback, new running back. Let's see what this offense looks like.
Trace Lamar, the running back. And House gets brought down.
That was number 8.
Omario Martinez.
Nice job by him getting in there, doing his thing.
Ball spotted at the Hurricane 41, or check that, 46. House has to roll out. Pass is caught. Great connection there to Trey Young Henderson. Bringing up a first down, but there's a penalty. So that's going to bring that back to the Jaguar 44-yard line.
Damn, that's a big penalty right there. That's a lot of yards.
House. Low snap. The handoff over to Trace Lamar. The clock will continue to run here with just under 3 minutes to go. What about defensive player of the game for?
I know, I was thinking about that.
It's going to be a tough one.
I feel like number 33, Caleb Dickey, made a lot of plays. Some sacks, some TFLs. He was doing a good job.
Some tackles for loss for those that aren't familiar with the acronym.
Thank you, yes. Cleaning me up there a little bit.
House, plenty of time, lets it fly. Caught, completed, Trey Young Henderson into the end zone. Most important thing, survey the field, no flags.
Yes, sir, he's good to go. Saw him accelerate there after he caught that ball.
And that just goes back to the point where, you know, Coach Rawls was talking about, hey, if we had to line up for a track meet today, we're ready.
They are ready. Trey Young Henderson. He is the fastest one. He's a 10-4 in the 100, running a 4.3 in the 40, and you really saw him accelerate away from the defensive back. He slowed down a little bit to catch the ball, and then as soon as he secured it, he just took off. Trey Young Henderson wants to have a little his name put into the offensive player of the game conversation with a late entry. I think that's his second touchdown. I could be wrong, but I feel like he had one earlier, too.
Justin Avalos back in to try the extra point, and that was good. So our score, 54-6. We'll take one more timeout. When we come back, we'll be ready to continue this game.
You're gonna see me shine, 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 shine. Walking on beams of light, 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 light.
There's a touchdown pass from quarterback House over to Henderson. (54-6) the score here. Avalos will kick it.
Line drive.
Fielded at the 10.
We'll get to make some miss. Okay.
A hurdle.
Oh, no.
Ball is loose. And the ball goes out of bounds. As Spears lost it as he tried to hurdle a defender. Or a tackler, I should say. And that's it. That's going to do it. That's going to be the last play of the game. And Austin LBJ gets work done here in the first week of high school football. They make the trip down south, pick up a big win, 54-6 over the Sam Houston Hurricanes. And we're going to take just one quick break. When we come right back, we will pick our player of the game, offense and defense, and it's brought to you by Martinez and Associates. So keep it right here. We'll be right back.
When you're hit by a motor vehicle, there's nobody that tells you that there's most likely going to be $1 billion insurance company protecting the driver that just hit you. It's a mistake to play in traffic, just like it's a mistake to go against an auto insurance company all alone. When you get into a car crash, don't fight the $1 billion auto insurance companies alone. If you've been injured in a car crash, call Martinez and Associates today at 210-337-1111.
Welcome back. It's a final 54-6 here from SAISD Sports Complex. The Sam Houston Hurricanes will fall to the LBJ Jaguars. And as we do every game, Desi Martinez sponsors our offensive and defensive player of the game in the Martinez and Associates group. So Glenn, offensive player of the game. I know we had that chat already, and let's go ahead and award our Martinez and Associates offensive player of the game.
Yeah, lots of talent out there on the offensive side of the ball today. Made this a tough one, but I'm going to go with the junior running back #1, Caleb Crenshaw, accounted for multiple touchdowns today. At least three, maybe four. Had some great runs, had some great catches. He was doing his thing out there. So congratulations, Caleb Crenshaw, Martinez and Associates offensive player of the game.
Now for the defensive player of the game, brought to you by Martinez and Associates.
Yeah, defensive side of the ball, it was tough. It came down to two guys for me, the free safety, Yaheem Riley, and then the defensive end, Caleb Dickey. And I'm going to have to go with the big body number 33, Caleb Dickey, in that defensive end, that edge rushing position, the 6'2", 215-pound defensive lineman. He had some tackles for losses. He had some sacks, some pass breakups. He was making it happen out there. So congratulations, Caleb Dickey, Martinez and Associates defensive player of the game here for your performance against the Sam Houston Hurricanes in week 1 of the 2024 season.
Well, plenty of football to go from here. This is just week 1. So we thank you for joining us on this Friday night. We appreciate you. And for all of you that joined us on the chat, thank you very much. We appreciate you as well. So for my broadcast partner, Glenn Revelle, who will be in paradise tomorrow morning on the island of Hawaii. So hope you have a great vacation, Glenn. Don't forget about us for a little bit. Thank you to Cesar Mendez, our tech director, Isaiah Castro catching those wonderful shots on the field, and Reese Robinson up on the top of the press box capturing the game. So thank you all, and make sure and follow us here on RC Audio Sports and our YouTube channel. So thank you and have a good night, everyone.
Ready! Set! Go!
It's a bad idea to run a foot race against these guys, just like it's a bad idea to go up against the billion-dollar auto insurance industry all alone.
Hire Martinez and Associates. With us, it's personal.